alive.
Hello and welcome to another nifty D&D stream. My name's Dan. I'm DMing this session because it's the Pirates of Kal'Himaar. I was about to say wait for applause. That was so cool.
There was just one guy.
No wait needed.
We'll do our player introductions. I'll do a bit of a recap, and then we'll hop into this session, which could be quite a fun session, but we'll see. We'll start as always with the man who's usually on my left in spirit.
Oh yeah, that's me. It's Callum. I've not slept since the 19-hour live stream, and it's showing. I'm going to be playing Thirtieth Jinzaramuth. He's a Triton Druid, and he's just here trying to help.
Callum, I know that was a lie. You were sleeping very soundly last night.
I was. Thank you for that, Jamie.
No worries.
Hello everyone, my name's Annie. I appear to have misplaced one half of my face, so if anyone sees that, do let me know.
Oh wow, you really have? Oh, it's the sun. Okay, not a tech issue.
Yeah. Oh, it's the sun. Yeah, just burned right off there. I'm playing Nebmira. She's a human warlock. She is a disciple of the Raven Queen, and she's just ready to set sail.
Oh yeah.
Hello everyone, I just heard Annie come through Elliot's headphones. You know what time it is. It's 23 minutes past 8.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
You're not allowed in Tom time.
I don't know if that's a punishment.
You've been exempt. I'm Tom. I play the one and only ferret that is associated with Nifty. I've never heard of any other ferrets.
Fucking dare you.
Mastella Novalis, the small ginger boy.
Hello, I'm Jamie, Master of Flesh, and I am playing Fawaro. He is the chaotic, neutral Aarakocra rogue. He is the captain of the ship, and he's ready to pull off something dumb. But that's kind of basic with him, that's normal.
Yeah. Well, I'm here to make sure he doesn't die during the thing's done, because I'm playing his bodyguard, Garvin Serious Wheatvar, the Goliath Barbarian, played by it's Elliot, which I should have started with, really. He's a pirate and a bastard, and that's all I'll say.
And lastly, you will see that we are down one member this week, as Kane is not with us this week, but he will be back in the near future. We love you, Kane.
We hope.
But yes, last we left off, you guys had a little bit of extra downtime in the city of Priangos, the unofficial pirate capital of the world, as you had taken down a very strange lime-based cult that seemed to be like a almost one-off adventure kind of thing.
That was a good time.
You did a bit of shopping around the city of Priangos, picked up a couple of new magic items, some new rings. Garv had a very chill day and accidentally proposed to Nen.
What's the proposal?
Some crew members we picked up.
Yes, you not only lost a couple of crew members in the form of the clowns, but some potential new hires as well in the form of a dwarven djembe master and by the name of Reggie, and a plucky young woman by the name of Rizza.
Did we ever get a race on Rizzo, or is she just human?
She's human.
Human,
yeah. You have enjoyed the week throughout Priangos, gone a bit of shopping, done a bit
She
of
did as
drinking,
well,
got a lot of drinking.
She also withstood the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us did.
Yeah, she did. Oh yeah, she's still alive.
Yes.
You think?
Thank God.
You saw off the week by getting absolutely hammered on your brand new repaired new lick of paint. It's got that new ship smell, a little air freshener hanging up by the window, and 2 brand new upgraded rooms in the form of a library and a training room as well. You have all roused kind of this job kind of ringing in the back of your minds as you wake up the morning after the night before, all coming to various states of consciousness. You can see as the crew, some of them have kind of already got to work, kind of knowing that you guys would want to be sailing soon. They're changing over the rigging, sweeping the decks, just make sure the ship is in top shape. You can see as both Clash and Nowhere are kind of over to one side. Nowhere's kind of rubbing Clash's back as he's leaning over the side of the ship, kind of being sick into the sea. He's got a bit of a hangover from the copious amounts of drinking you guys did last night. You see not all the crew's present here, but a handful of them are walking around, and the day is yours.
Well, right. So, we've got some targets. We're going with.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Where's Asher? Is Asher about?
Yeah, so you quite easily go and get Ashley. Comes up, rouses with the. He's got the information at hand.
Tell me again, Asher, sir.
Yes. Well, 3 targets in total.
Indeed.
If we were to hit all 3, the first we'd run into is the Terror Tide, potion ferrying ship. It's a frigate-style ship. It's a little bit smaller than ours, but is faster.
Okay.
We'd be approaching them in the choke, so it'd be quite narrow, not a lot of room for manoeuvrability. We could block them off, we could board, anything like that. Second ship
boarding
would probably be the Scheming Sails, shortly followed by the Windbane, only half a day, if not a couple of hours afterwards.
And they're heading from.
One is heading from Tortuga to Eysterholm.
And the other's
The other's heading from Eysterholm to Tortuga.
That was it.
We're quite lucky in that, yes, they have about a half day or so range that they pass within each other. And if we're lucky, we'll get the gems on the Scheming Sails and the fine silks on the Windbane.
What's the difference in time between when the first ship
in the choke
is going to arrive in the choke, that's it, and these other 2 ships are crossing?
Depending on where you want to meet them in the choke, he moves around the map table to point out to you, which you guys can actually see on countdown.
Yeah, see the back of Dan's head. There it is.
If you were to play it slow and meet them as they're coming out of the choke, you'd have about. Actually, no, you'd need to do it. Sorry, one sec while I maths.
Quick, someone say something.
Someone maths him. Maths Ray.
Meet them there at an average pace.
Yeah.
So you'd then have 3 days to get over to essentially these 2 squares.
Cool.
Which is where they'll then kind of like cross over.
So we're here right now.
Yeah.
So we'd have to get to there in about 3. No, we'd get there and then we'd have 3 days to get there.
At average speed. So if you roll particularly well, it may buy you more time, or if the weather's quite good, it might buy you more time. But yeah, average speed, you'd then have about 3 days after.
Well, that's not
to get
too
there.
bad. It is about a 3 days journey.
Yeah, we could do that.
I think we should go for all 3.
I like the idea of going for all 3.
I think we should as well, but we should perhaps look into finding out a little bit more about the ships to see if we can perhaps tackle them in a way that is not combat induced. No?
I had a plan.
Okay.
If we were to go for
Bloody hell.
if we were to go for all 3 ships, if we were to take the first ship with hopefully minimal damage, this plan kind of requires that to happen.
Okay.
To both ours or their ship.
So we board them.
We hopefully board them in a manner that incapacitates the crew without damaging the boat too much. We could tow the boat somewhere near to where the other 2 ships are going to be crossing, and perhaps use it as bait to lure them in and slow them down. And we can just do the same thing to those 2 ships. Hopefully they'll slow down, and we can ambush them with our own boat.
Okay, how is this? If they are going to be in the choke, how close is the choke? Like
It's a couple 100 feet across, so maybe at its most narrow point it's about 200 feet across. At its widest it's maybe 450, 400, 450.
At its widest point it would take about half a day to get from one side to the other bungalows.
Okay, well, how about we try to tackle them in the choke? We maybe, I don't know, we leave the... How about, do you think we could leave our ship somewhere that it would not cause a altercation, so we wouldn't damage their ship and they wouldn't damage ours, but we could board? Do you think?
I mean, I could, and a couple of you magic-y people might be able to teleport, but I don't think we could get a good fighting force across without a bow.
Asher kind of leans forward. Also, bear in mind that if we are towing a ship, we'll be moving considerably slower.
Indeed.
Not impossible, but harder.
That's why minimum damage would be good. We could always just sail the other ship.
That's also true.
Do we have enough people to sail both ships? Can we put a skeleton crew on both?
We did with the previous ship, and we have the same, if not more,
but
crew.
our big
Previous ship was a lot smaller than the one we'll be coming up against, though.
Maybe
Sure.
if we could persuade the existing crew to have a new line of work.
That's something we could do. Let's give it a go. I mean, no, because they're kind of pirates anyway, if they're in these waters.
My plan hinges on the fact that this first combat goes off without a hitch. So, I mean, if we're going to go for that one anyway, we can see how it is after the battle.
Indeed. I certainly prefer the idea of us boarding rather than getting into full-on combat. We could always pull the same trap and pretend that our ship's the one that's damaged. And when they come in to try and help...
Our ship has just been repaired.
Might be something else.
We could stage some sort of ambush. Is there any way that our ship could block the choke so that they cannot get past?
Not the whole thing if it is 200 feet across, but we could still get in their pass, or we could come up behind them.
I'll pop it in the Pirates chat what the choke is, just so you guys can see what we're talking about.
If we were to block the choke at one end, and some of the more mobile in the group were to go to a position further back towards Priangos. Which way are they coming into the choke? Sorry, are they?
Their final destination is Priangos.
Right. Okay. So if we blocked like the Priangos side with our ship when we at a time we know that they're coming, and a few of us head more towards this. Let's say like the boat's here. Some of us wait here. It comes around this corner, sees the boat. Even if it wants to turn around and run, the rest of us are here waiting to jump aboard the ship.
So we do a chokehold. So we go on both sides.
If there's people who can, like you, can fly, Nem can fly.
True.
I can probably stay under the water at a nearby location, as can Scythus.
It's not bad.
And then Mostella's probably small enough that either you or we could figure out a way of carrying him.
I mean, we also... In that plan, we could bring a mouse bomb.
Yeah, we could.
And I would like to bring the mouse bomb.
I would like to bring the mouse bomb too. But I don't know how much destruction he's going to cause on their ship. But maybe that's a good thing.
No, I mean, that's a bonus if we can get it. And if it's broken, that's even better if we're trying to say, oh no, look how we're smashed up.
That's true.
Calamari, mouse bomb.
Don't tell them.
I was going to say, I've definitely missed something here.
We've come up with a plan to do maximum damage.
Why would we not tell them?
The cool reveal.
But who's got the spell?
Me.
I mean,
Okay.
I can figure out what mouse bomb is. I have an alternate plan for the same being.
Okay.
Just say what it is.
Yeah, it's Clubber, polymorphed into a mouse.
Yeah, and then we chuck him on the ship, and when he explodes into full Clubber, he can go nuts for a while.
Well, why don't we just have Clubber run to jump on their ship, and as he's in midair, have me and Mostella cast Enlarge on him?
That will completely destroy the ship, though.
Yeah, that's just gone. Like we can't get anything out of it if we
can do that on one of the later ships, but do we want to keep this one intact? Like, what's the deal?
It's more they will have loot that we need.
Yeah, what does this first ship have on?
Potions.
A load of potions.
Oh, then mouse bomb's a terrible idea anyway.
Yeah. We should keep it as a backup, though.
Is this the most heavily guarded one as well?
Yes. Which is why I think it's a good idea we're going for it first, because if it doesn't go well, then we can chin off the other ones.
Yeah.
But also, I think this one has the most valuable loot in terms of like pure value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, we get it's valuable for us as well.
Yeah,
we can use the potions.
Yeah, there's definitely a trade-off of between you can obviously take from the potions that you get and obviously sell them for less, or vice versa.
Where are we going to go? Just to think even further ahead, what are we going to do once we've hit all three? Because Tortuga or Ice to Home are going to know that something's gone down if we go to them. So do we want to go all the way through to Titan's Cradle?
Already thought ahead. We could either
that's his job.
Got contacts. Potions can be quite easily be shifted, so it doesn't really matter where we take them.
Good.
Given the right strings, I could sell the jewels that were going from Ice to Home to Tortuga in Ice to Home. A bit more deadly, but if we wanted to unload 2 lots in one city there. If not, I mean, the Cradle is just around the corner.
I'm not overly keen on going to the place where one of these ships just left and the other one was meant to arrive. And we've got their cargo.
Depends what kind of reputation you want to build.
Also,
one where I don't get arrested instantly upon arriving at shore.
What kind of alliance is Ice to Home? Where do they lie? The kind of Midas pirates?
They're all pirates on
pirate, yeah.
So
I think
one of the pirate lords by the name of Pavalia Jankaustus is a cleric elf from the tree.
You're just going to drop in a name like Pavalia Glancausters just like it's nothing? Damn.
Pirate Witch, got a fucking good name.
I reckon if
Pirates, like,
Yeah.
you're gonna fucking matter.
if we show up and we're like, hey, here's your potion shipment, and they're like, hey, this isn't who we were expecting to get it from, and we're like, yeah, but you've got the potions, pay up.
Yeah, but we don't know who they were going to sell it to.
The typical
We just turn up and now.
He does.
The typical procedure is that, as you've seen in some cities, a deckhand will come ask you to declare goods if you're selling. I mean, pirates still do trade.
Yeah.
With Ice to Home, it depends on who we get, really. The dwarves, they tend to be a bit more open to the bribes, but they do inspect the ships more thoroughly when they come in. The elves, on the other hand, better at seeing through lies, but no, they're just worse, if anything.
That's not good.
We don't have to lie to them. We can just say yes. I mean, it's our cargo now. Do you want it? If not, we'll chip. You know, like
This is why I'm saying we go to Titan's Cradle. We just ignore all this possible issues and we just go somewhere where they're not expected.
Also, this all sounds like future us problems.
That's also true, but one day will be future us.
Yeah, but I'm not right now, so let's get the stuff first, and then we can, concern ourselves with getting rid of it.
For our Gav is right. We are not our future selves. We are our present selves. We are no longer in the
But one
past.
day I'll be future me.
Not yet.
And I want to make things as easy as possible for future me.
Let's go get the cargo.
We might have more information in the future.
That's true. Either way, so what's the plan then? We're just going to rock up and sort of play it by ear.
One lot hide at one end of the choke. The other lot follow them in at the back end.
So yeah, if the ship blocks this end, a few of us wait on like the flyers wait on like the land on one side or the other. The people who can swim wait under the water. And then when the boat comes over, it'll either try and run or try and fight. And while it's distracted, we board.
If we meet there, though, we won't have time to get here. We've got 3 days from when it's here. So that's adding another 2 days on that for them to get to there and us to get back.
Okay, well then we do the same thing, but here.
It's a lot wider, though.
I will say the map isn't fully representative because the choke is a lot narrower than like a day or half a day is. But obviously you can't show that fine detail on a big world map.
Yeah. How far apart would you say is at this kind of end, the thicker end?
The thicker end is probably about, if anything, yeah, I'd say like a quarter of a day. The thicker end, if you're just like going from side to side, and then it like narrows in, tapers near like that right middle bit, that kind of like triway crossing, and then
try the middle bit then. Then that's only adding on like a day.
You have got the advantage that they are coming to us. So if we get there before them, we can set up. The other two we need to be quick for, very quick.
I like those odds.
Yeah, let's do it. You only live once. And I want the potions, so let's go.
Do we just want to like sail up and because most of us can go over in relatively stealthy ways, and we just go from the ship when we know where they are?
So we just sail right up to them and say hello.
Yeah, like we did when we took our current ship. Yeah, and that worked out swimmingly.
Much
The
smaller.
night before we're meant to get there, I can always make it so that for the next day, up until around the evening, we've all able to breathe underwater.
There you go. We get a party to swim round it. I can fly up over the top.
Well, yes, that's what Gareth said, is it not?
Yeah, but like from the ship rather than from land. Then we know where everything is. Rather than like if we're here and they come in this side of the junction, then suddenly we've got a quarter of a day sail and we're slowing the boat to try and get them.
I just think, why would we do it from the ship when we can do it with the ship being safe, you know?
That's my concern.
We want to keep the ship safe, we've just got it repaired, and we don't want it destroyed. That's just my 2 cents.
Thing is though, if you guys do need support on there, we're going to be a bit far away. Also you want to have the cannon fire if needed as well, but obviously you'd be able to have a more stealthy approach, so...
I like the idea. If we just go back for the plan that works with getting Sea Greys, that we just pretend we're in trouble when we see them and hope they come in close. And if not, then we send people over.
Works.
Am I right in thinking that the smallest point of the choke is 200 feet?
Yes.
I could make it so that it looks like it's only 50 feet, so that they'd have to travel through closer, unless they saw through the spell. But
It's not
That's
bad.
a very good idea, and then we can just move from the land and we know where they are going to be.
That being said, though, that's still where we'd be 5 days away from where we need to be, where they are in 3 days.
I mean, it's an option. I'm only throwing
It
it
is,
out
I like
there
it.
because
That's a
I'm
good
not
plan.
there looking at the map.
That is a very good move,
Let's just.
but time-wise is the issue. You're cool.
There's a captain.
Oh, I don't want it to be my
Yeah, you are
There's
the
a captain,
captain.
it
You,
has to-
you
Capitan.
did want that. Welcome to the ship bit where you've got to make the decisions.
That I do. Right. We'll go for the plan where we sail up to about 3 days away from the second rendezvous. We wait out and see if we can draw them in just on the ship. If we don't, we send a party underwater or in the air over to their ship and start taking it that way. With, if needed, suppressing fire from Sea Razor.
Let's do it.
Is everyone happy with that plan?
Aye, aye,
Yeah.
Captain.
Let's do it.
No
Okay.
problem. Just get me on a ship and get me fighting.
I think the only suggestion I'd make is the people who can already breathe underwater should maybe be there as you approach, just in case.
Like in the ocean already?
Like holding onto the boat under the water.
Oh yeah, that's good plan. Like that. The plan is set.
Very good. You see as Asher kind of like picks up the little bits of paper he kind of written the notes on, kind of taps them, and then you hear as a couple of footsteps begin to come across the gangway.
Oh
And
my
you look
God.
around and you see coming in from what seems to be a late and rough night out, you see both Fames and Grookshire.
Sweet.
But you see as they're flanked by 3 other people, and Fame's actually being carried by a larger woman. You see a large kind of slate grey skinned Goliath woman. There's these matted like dreads that fall like around her head. Has a couple of like scars across her face and her body, and she's currently like very gingerly carrying Fames, who seems to be clutching like a bleeding, or like a recently bleeding and staunched wound at his side.
Oh.
You see
Bloody
as
hell.
kind of walking in behind her is a 6'3", silky green skinned orc with these kind of like tusks sticking out. He has a bit of a friendly face, looks a bit more slender than other kind of typically built orcs. And you also see the third figure kind of hovering in behind a lizard folk woman of these wide green skins, this kind of rigid, what is it? Ridged, that's
Yeah.
it, so close. She's rigid. This ridged kind of brow and scales that kind of furl back. And you see as Grookshire walks in, you see as one of his eyes is completely closed over. It looks like they've clearly been in some sort of fight.
Oh no, guys,
you
come on.
Fun night, you two.
You see as the Goliath woman kind of puts Fames down, and he kind of like hobbles over and she goes, "Oh yeah, you seem to have a fun one."
Clearly, thank you for returning them, my weeby.
Bonebreaker is the name. Your boys got in a bit of a scrap last night.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Poirot, Captain here. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you. You're right, little one. You see his Fames goes, "Yeah, I'm fine." Oh, kind of clutches like, never actually been stabbed before, but
Oh, good.
What happened? How did it happen?
Grookshire and I went out for a couple of drinks, and I don't really. And you see his Fame says that she's Grookshire, like pats him on the back, goes, "Good one, not seen him that drunk before."
Fantastic.
Said something a couple of guys didn't take to. These 3 jumped in to help us out. They said they'd walk him back at least, make sure he got back okay.
It's very kind of you all to do that. Fames, you're going to have a look at Gakium. Try and heal you up, I imagine.
Yeah, of course, Candy Boss. You see as he kind of begins like
There you
limping
go.
off towards the lower deck. You see this kind of like blood stain on the side of his shirt. It doesn't look serious, but you can tell he's like got like a nick from a dagger or something. You see this large Goliath woman kind of looks around and just says, "Right in."
Yeah, thank you for your work. I'll hand her a sack of 100 gold. Thank you for returning them.
Thank you so much. You lot wouldn't be happening. Appreciate the payment, but you lot wouldn't be happening go near Tortuga soon.
Vaguely.
We were going to go see that meteorite at some point.
We did have that to do.
We'll be going there eventually, but like, I won't say we're going right now.
Alright, you don't, you usually kind of like looks the ship, looks for like quarters and stuff. You don't take like passengers then?
We got room,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we could sort something out.
He's kind of like, as like Noah's brought up like a rag with some ice in it. You see his Grokshar kind of like press it to his face and goes, "Got some hammocks downstairs."
Yeah, there you go.
Alright.
It's nothing fancy.
No?
This is the old kind of. They'll do. I've slept in worse.
Okay.
What is your name?
It might be a touch of a turbulent journey.
Kepesk.
Oh, Kepes.
Turbulent how?
Like, will probably be some gunfire and
Maybe getting shot at kind of
We'll be doing some pirating, basically. We're
Yeah,
pirates.
Yeah.
yeah, you know.
I'll stay below deck if you don't mind, but happy to pay for passage.
Yeah, no, that's...
I'm going to insight this woman. She seems creepy.
Go for it.
Get about that room, though.
Seems like my kind of guy.
Yeah.
13.
13. Your worry isn't misplaced. She does certainly seem creepy, although you can't tell whether she's kind of putting it on because she's in a pirate city, and obviously the pirate way is kind of very rough and tumble. But yeah, she seems a little bit more confident and sure of herself than most older lizard folk seem to be.
Right.
She doesn't seem like she's going to like lay a curse on us.
Not from the short interaction you've had
Or
with
an
her.
egg.
What's your business in Tortuga, if you don't mind me asking? I'm like kind of security.
Well, what's anyone's business in Tortuga? Get drunk, maybe settle a few old scores if some certain people are in town.
Oh, you're a score settler.
Not usually, but
Right.
this time.
I-
You see the old kind of, yeah, settle some scores we do.
We're quite good at settling scores ourselves. If
Will
you
you
require
become-
any assistance.
Yeah.
Well,
Have you ever heard of Limey Limeworth?
yeah, lime-headed fuck, can't miss him.
Yeah, we done him in.
Gives us all a bad name.
He then turned himself into a lime snake. It was haunting, to say the least.
He was always a bit weird at school.
Oh, you went to school with him?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well,
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Huh?
What are the odds?
big whale.
20 to 1.
Well, that's, smaller than I thought, but fair enough.
Yeah, you thought there were more orcs than that.
I thought there were more places orcs would be.
Yeah.
20 orc schools.
There are only 20 schools in the world that'll take orcs.
The way our place, our tribes run more water schools.
Fair enough.
Oh my god.
Right.
Exciting. Anyway,
Yeah, well, how much would you pay us?
You see his Gunbreaker kind of looks at the 100 golden.
no, that won't. Come on now.
Well, what if we were to work a little as well? Could, ship deck, rigging, cooking, anything like that?
You fighters?
Well, I've got the name Burnbreaker for a reason.
Alright, well,
Because I break bones.
And we do have a man down currently as well, apparently.
Don't worry.
Fames, he's been stabbed.
oh yeah, because he was going to be a real big help.
He did all of the cleaning. That was his role.
She's the
Last time we had someone whose name was something girl. It didn't go so well, so I don't know.
What?
She's the orc kind of goes, he's alright.
Cleaver.
Swung a bloody good punch for a little one.
He swung a bloody good punch. Wow.
Fair enough. Who fought him in the tournament? Did he hit
It
anyone?
was River. It was actually close.
Oh, no, there we
I
go.
think he got like a nat 20 in his fight.
He's crazy. Aye, fuck it.
Yeah, we'll be engaging in some light to medium physical activity at some point. And if you're interested in joining, I'm sure that would cover your transit.
I'll be fine with that. A couple of extra faces.
She's Burnbreaker kind of thing. Yeah, could do that.
Break some bones for us. Oh, don't break your
Oh, what?
bones.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, no, clearly.
But yeah,
Can you still fight with that?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a fist fighter.
Yeah, but you broke it.
Nah, fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yep. She slightly like pops her knuckle back in the
Resets the bones. Okay.
Oh, I forgot to mention as well, she also has tribal face tattoos going down like over her eyes.
Fucking dope.
Do I recognise the tribe?
You do not, but you don't know the tribe specifically, but it definitely looks stone giant in basis. You kind of have maybe seen one or two kind of markings of stone giants. You're like, oh, that's kind of familiar.
And it's got gravel on their face.
Oh, hey, you wouldn't know about the stone giant trial for the Dvarjotun?
I don't know where it is, but I've heard of it.
Do you know what's involved?
There were stories actually of people coming through, but no, I don't think anyone's ever completed the stone one, unless you go date back to Milgar the Mighty. But
who's Milgar the Mighty?
Person who's come the closest to completing the Dvarjotun trials. Stone giant descendant Milgar the Mighty. He gave his life to crush a mountain in place. That's why he could never finish. Some say his body's still there, but they forgot the mountain.
Right. Okay. So no one's ever done it before?
He come bloody closer. No one's got as close since.
What is the trial? Crossing the mountain?
They seem to... the trials are appropriate for when you arrive. They, my people, they...
Seasonal.
Yeah. At this time, this mountain was troubling my people. They sent... Milgar.
They sent it into it.
Oh, so they
literally want me to move mountains, right?
Well, if another mountain is... I've gone a bit French. My accents are all over the place. If a mountain is troubling them.
Right. Oh, thank you for the info.
Yeah, I'm going to have you all aboard, if you are.
Yeah.
If the group is.
We got the space.
Yeah, I got no problem.
Excellent. Right.
What do I do that we met the other night?
You see
There he is, hanging about.
See as the orc lets out a large you see as he kind of like plucks out his left eye that you see is now glass that you hadn't noticed up until now, gives it a spit shine on his kind of like tunic, pops his glass eye back in and goes, right, let's sell. Oh, he's gone dwarven. God damn it. I'm not with it today, I'm sorry.
That's alright.
Let's set sail. You see as he kind of immediately looks around and is sorry, just a bit excited. Kind of walks over to one side.
Have you a captain once yourself, or?
No.
Okay.
No.
Those weird ideas of grandeur. Either way, yeah,
I'm
everyone
just
aboard.
going to lean over to Nem and just elbow her in the arm very quickly and just say, keep an eye out for that one. His eye might fall out at comical times.
I look forward to it.
Hope he's got a balding friend. And they're both on
That's the
deck.
lizard folk.
Oh, there we go.
Hello, Poppin.
Curses. Right, do we have all our boys?
Yep, you see that now that Fame's gone below deck and is receiving some light healing from Grakil, and Grukshar seems to have taken a bit of rope, kind of tied this impromptu cold bag to the side of his head and is just soldering through it.
What I love is that we were just immediately prepared to set sail without the pair of them, and we would not have noticed for days.
I mean, it is Fame's.
My gun is looking awfully dull.
So, just so you finally catch that. I finally found you. Where's Clip Clop? Clip Clop? Oh, you mean the food for Clubber?
Club Street.
Close.
I mean breakfast.
So, you guys set sail.
Set sail.
You begin as the sails unfurl and push you out of the bay of Priangos as you see the dappled starlight still against the daylight, just as it disappears into the distance behind you. Right, so I'm going to need to know nighttime crew, daytime crew. Mainly, I assume you're all going to be in the encounter, but I will also
yes.
who's going to bring into the encounter with you from there.
Well, so we don't know what time we're going to run into them, so we can't really plan for that.
Yeah. Well, the people we don't want in the encounter:
Drubbin.
Hickory, Fames, Drubbin, Iklal, Zane, Relics.
Yes. I think keep
Lord in the Forest,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, I say we keep Clash aboard because he is the best defendant this ship's ever had.
Would Asher know what time we're likely to meet them there, or would we be able to work that out just from?
I'd say I could, if you wanted to meet them at a certain time, I could like factor that into the sailing checks to
Do you
get
want
there.
to do it at daytime or a night time? Because then that's how we should decide this really.
I mean, we could do it sort of like evening time. That way, like when nighttime crew's just starting to wake up.
I think it would probably be best to do it at night time when it's dark. I think the less they're likely to see us, the better off we've got a chance of ambushing.
That's also true.
That's true.
Darkness works in our favour, not theirs.
True, it might make our ship look less pirate. Well, not less piratey. But
We
less
do have a
scary.
glowing skull and crossbones on the flag, though.
I can't stop doing that.
Oh, thank
You
God.
see as he focuses and the glow just goes back to the red.
Okay, I reckon nighttime then.
Go nighttime then.
Yeah, we just douse all the candles on our ship. We'll be practically invisible as long as there's not a lot of moonlight.
Right, so
I mean, do we want to try and lure them in and just board their ship here? Because if so, we could keep a few lights on. Maybe launch a flare stone. I've got a few left.
that's a good idea. That would make it really seem like we're in danger.
Yeah.
I also have a flare stone. So daytime crew are going to be like the B crew, basically. So
Me and Scythe is always daytime crew, but we can power on or like take a nap.
Yeah, I'd say you wouldn't have that like a full like adventuring day if you were the daytime crew and then just raided in the night. It's just pushing back your long rest, so you'd still be fine.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's basically this crew we need to work out the day and night time
Yes.
for. So the day,
Pasheen definitely wants to come with because he can breathe underwater, no problems.
yeah,
Maximum swimming speed as well.
yeah, nice.
Nowhere, he's a fast boy generally, so he can probably make good time through the water.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he won't need to go through the water.
Fingers bloody crossed.
I think what we
in
should do
backup.
as well with Clubber is we should have him as a mouse anyway, just as a backup in case we need him and take him aboard.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, just as a backup. Also,
Actually,
because
yes,
last
that
time we
works,
we boarded
They
another.
saw Clubber and went.
You know what?
Last time they saw Clubber and went, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he attacked them.
Well, no, he gave it away. They spotted him all. They were like, oh, that's piratey.
True.
Him being out of sight might be a good plan.
Well, yeah, we just
Probably-
basically need all the non-combatants crewing in the daytime.
Yes.
So
So daytime crew, Lords of the Forest.
how many would we need to crew the ship?
With very good rolls, a third, but
Third.
with average rolls, half. But like if you're one short of half, I mean, I'm not going to be a dick about it.
So
well, I was going to say that I hope we have room for those people. The crew we could have on this ship is 125
Yeah,
people.
I've decided I'm going to start doing crew a little bit differently because a lot of these ships you guys are coming up against should have hundreds and hundreds of people. on them.
So we've got 18 people, including the 2 people who've offered to help for us. I'm assuming the old lizard lady isn't going to help around. No. So we've got 18. So we need like between like 8 and 9 people in a perfect world to be crewing the ship
in the day.
in the day, but could potentially do like 6 at the lowest.
Asher
Yes.
doesn't fight, does he?
Asher doesn't. Lord of the Forest doesn't.
Hickory doesn't.
Relics doesn't.
Grookshire doesn't really.
Which one's the pacifist? Oh no, it was
He died.
he was dead.
Zane doesn't really fight, he's more of a thief. Relics
Grakil
doesn't really
doesn't
fight. Iklal can't fight anymore.
Yeah, Grookshire can technically fight. He's just not very good at it.
Yeah.
Because I know you and Ladra were training him.
Yeah.
Grakilm doesn't really. He's just a
Grakil doesn't
healer.
fight, so what's that? 1, 2,
Grakil was a
3,
healer though, so if
4,
we have him on deck
6,
for the
7.
fight as
He's
like
not a healer. He's just good with medicine.
no, he can do healing
He's a
magic.
healer, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He can do low level magic. So I think he can do healing word and cure wounds. I will
Nine.
check for you. Though.
Well,
So having him as a backup would be a good plan.
if we were to use all the non-combatants minus Grakilm, that would be 8. If we were to include Grakilm, that would be 9.
I assume Iklal isn't going to be much use with the ship stuff though.
He can still Can you still steer? Because he actually has
Yeah,
proficiency in.
Yeah, he's got to the point
vehicles.
now where he can do light activity with his arms. They're still ruined unless he gets like serious magical healing. But
we should do that for him.
At some point.
Yeah, we should fill that out. He can
At some point in a couple of
Give the
months or so, I
opportunity
should
to-
be able to do it. But
Yeah, Scythers will get a restoration spell at some point, right? Scythers?
Yeah, you just said that.
yeah, that sounds like something I could do probably one day, maybe.
Give him like 3 arms or like seaweed arms.
Yeah, I'll just
Or ethereal arms.
I'll heal him somehow.
We'll figure it out. Either way.
So yeah, it depends if we want Gracchilm like ready to go or because 8 is still nearly half. That's just under half.
Yeah. I say we keep him on our able to help out in the fight if needs be.
Okay.
Because
So we have
a bonus healer is only going to do us
so we have
benefits.
the crew, you and Scythus, basically in the daytime, and the rest being nighttime crew.
Yes.
So that's 10, including you guys, on the daytime crew, and what did I say? It was 18. So then 14 of us on the nighttime crew, not including you and Scythus.
Sick. Alright, good plan.
cool. So as we've got that worked
Do
out,
you want the rundown again, Dan, of who is and isn't?
yes, I'll drop the names down here.
So the daytime crew, the B crew,
Just give me the combat crew, I guess.
give the combat crew. Okay, Clash,
Yep.
Dagby, Passion, Ladrill,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Lights.
Of course. Yep.
Nowhere, and Gracchilm as off healer, and then the 2 newbies.
Oh, just wrote nowhere twice.
Oh, we also
Yeah, he's there twice.
we also have the new thief lady, so I guess she'd be on the daytime crew as well. So that's another person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. You didn't actually ever ask to hire them. I
Oh.
totally forgot.
We also
about
hired
that.
her. We went through a whole ordeal.
You did, but I wasn't sure if you were going to go through with it because of how shit she rolled. So I didn't know if an offer was ever made, but we can do that retroactively.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we
no,
offered anyway.
she's hired. She's just not getting paid as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more the drummer that we didn't decide.
Yeah. Do we want to try and hire them?
I would
in
like to
retrospect?
hire the drummer.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
that's
The stipulation would be that I've actually got to finish my college studies, so if we could stop off at what's the name of the place that I'm from, Corandeur, giant whale city at some point.
Oh,
so I could,
Christ, yeah.
Stop off at the college.
That's a mile away.
That'll be taught, but until then, I'll play the djembe for you.
Nice.
I can do a little bit. Mainly focus on the musical side, but I can throw a punch.
Hey, does your music?
Are you a bad?
That's why I'm going to college.
Oh yeah, the Bad's College.
Aye,
Wonderful. That's poignant.
it's a heavy hand college.
Oh,
Aye. So, one day, hopefully.
good. That's
How-
a sound investment.
How much pay would they take per day?
She would probably take like 2 per day. So
She gets 1 because she fucked
Yeah.
it.
And then how much would he require?
he would probably ask for 2 per day on, and would probably ask for the stipulation that it goes up once he is a fully anointed bard.
That's fine.
Yeah, fine with me.
I've updated the crew payments.
Wonderful. Pleasure to have them both on board.
He's ready, just kind of sits back and just begins like, tapping out a little beat as he's bobbing. You see like the waves of his cornrows kind of like flicking behind his head as he just taps away a little beat.
Well, there we go.
So-
We got if we keep them on the day crew, we've got 12 on the day crew, 14 on the night crew.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I will, just as we start setting out, quietly take definitely Zane to one side and Nowhere. Just those 2 and Clash. Those 3 just take to one side. Hey, our new friends we're transporting for now. The passengers.
Yeah, Goliath's a bit of a looker, isn't she?
No, totally, yeah. Get in. Keep an. We don't know, they might be sketchy. They're pirates, so they are. But they might be sketchy against us.
Zane steps over. Do you want me to
No,
go
no.
through their things?
Yes. Don't take anything yet. Just report back.
Yeah, don't take anything.
More just keeping. I'd say.
I'm not here.
I'd say I trust you 3 to give me a good read on them all. So just chat around, see what you can make friends.
Jesus Christ. And if you're not good, easy. Cox is one with pistol.
That's why you're here.
And I've got the gist of you by now, and you've got the gist of me by now, Captain. So
Ship execution.
You're the most reliable man here, purely because there is no risk of something going wrong.
I like to think so.
Cool. Good talk team. Break. Yeah. Off we go.
So you begin sailing. I would like all of you to give me a relevant check. So people steering, give me the ship handling checks. People navigating, give me the navigation checks.
Fuck me.
And Nem and River. I've got River's sheet up in front of me, so I can do River's.
We love those morale checks.
Oh yeah.
So persuasion or intimidation.
What do I add to
Let's
navigating? Just
have
my
a look.
proficiency?
Proficiency intelligence for you. Oh no, River got a nat 1.
Oh
yeah.
She never.
I have inspiration.
Well, to be
She
fair,
can have
usually
it.
Nem's the one.
Cool.
So. Oh.
Did you also get a nat 1?
No, I got a 23.
Heyo.
How would my vehicle proficiency be worked out?
It is for you. I believe we settled on
yeah,
Dex plus
expertise,
proficiency.
Dex plus prof, and then I also have.
If you got expertise proficiency again.
So it's definitely a lot lower than it should be. So Dex.
Can I steer with strength alone?
Yeah, again, like a
Muscle
to
the ship
tell me
around.
how. Yeah, exactly. As
Yeah,
long as you can explain to me how you do it. Yes, that's fine. But I see what you roll anyway, so I don't think it's going to matter.
It's not really going to matter. It might matter in the future, though.
I've got a 24.
So for steering, 24.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 for navigating. Mastella,
19.
19. Scythus,
18.
nice.
Fuck, some
Nem,
good
what did you get
rolls.
for motivation?
I got 23.
With the inspiration, River got a 22.
Wow!
God, that's a good
Lowest roll
set
is an
roll.
18.
That's
incredible.
We're on a
I
tight
have a
ship.
good feeling about this chip.
You're not
Yeah.
sure whether it's that you guys have just finally settled into your groove as a ship and a crew and a unit, or the fact everyone's in good spirits because the ship's just been repaired and upgraded and they've had some time off, but the crew and the ship just seem to be working like clockwork.
Wonderful.
Thriving.
You see as there are the general calls and barks out of orders and people kind of throwing rope or as they're shooting rope from one side of the ship to the other.
Clubber, no!
Changing the sails, but you see as the crew, they just seem to really be working as one, and it's kind of a moment of pride kind of comes over all of you that this is what sailing is about, and what you're about to do next is certainly what pirating is about. I'm going to roll to see your weather, which I should have done before you made your checks, but hey ho. It's
Fine.
with the good rolls, you manage to overcome the first couple of days as you go through the choke, but eventually a storm cloud seems to come in and
Good
rain
omen.
begins to lightly drizzle in.
Clothes
feel
are
like
off at this point.
you feel like you can handle the storm, sailing in it, but you feel like one could be coming within the next couple of days.
Fulmar sends its blessings upon us.
Apparently, this will only look better if we are pretending to be in trouble as well.
True. Ah, my blood's up.
You sail, you get
Yeah, I
to...
can see that. Fucking god.
So the
Before
lower-
I does that thing behind the wheel where like fucking birds get super poofy, like their feathers all out, just like in the rain.
The rule is that the lower I roll, the worse the weather is.
Did you roll a 1?
I just rolled a 1.
Oh god!
You see, as over the next half day, you begin to get to the point that you kind of set up as like the place where you were gonna set up this ambush. You see the cliffs kind of about 200 feet across, these slate, jagged, vertical cliffs that stretch up for a couple of 100 feet, 300 to 450 feet up. These two sheer sides that you guys are sailing through. Rain just battering down, reducing visibility by a bit, and just hammering the deck. And then you begin to hear the as you begin to see flashes in the sky of blue and white as lightning strikes up on the land above, smash and send a bunch of rocks flying off in front of the ship, slamming down and resting under the sea somewhere. Every now and again, more lightning strikes seem to almost herald your way through this crevasse. You've seemed to have got here and you've not ran into them yet. You've probably got a bit of time to set up, but you can obviously assign people to watch as well. What would you like to do in this brief moment you've got?
Yeah, set down anchor for now. Do we still have... No, they're Midas. I was going to say, do we have old sails? But I don't think we have any... We only have a nice set now that were Midas.
You've got one set of Midas and one set that were Midas.
Yes. In which case, anchor down those who we've set to be in the fight. Rest up.
You 5-6. What benefits would you like from your training room? Because I know.
Ooh, yes. Rest up and train anyone who's
the training deck. Each of you spending 1 hour in there training with a specific weapon. You can either have advantage on the first initiative roll you make because of someone else instigating combat. You can have advantage on the first attack roll you make with the weapon that you trained with, or you can add an extra d6 of damage to the first attack that you hit with.
I will train with a gun and take advantage on my first shot.
Cool.
I'll train with my new infernal axe and take the advantage on my. It's just the first attack.
Your first attack, or is it the first?
Can I do this for spells or no?
No, it's purely weapon training room. Yeah, the first attack roll you make, so it'd be the first of your 2 attacks. Yeah, with a weapon. What I will say is that where it says about doing extra... Oh no, it does say weapon. Yeah, it's all weapon based.
With the initiative one though, if I just train with my sword and then would I still get advantage on initiative?
It's advantage if someone else instigates combat.
Yeah, okay. Well, I just won't instigate combat then.
Like, someone not on your side.
Oh, okay. I'll still take it just in case that happens. It's more likely to happen than me using my... I'll use my sword here. Yeah, I'll go for it. I'll take the advantage.
Cool. River will take the advantage on her first rapier attack.
Can the crew train in there, or is it just us?
Just you guys, but obviously the crew have that fit the captain's quarters where if they're protecting Poirot, they get a D4 to their attacks. Actually, no, it's just them.
If I give them all a small effigy of myself, would the ability count?
They all make voodoo dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, Silas and them.
What did you say the last one was, Dan? Was it a +6 to your first attack?
It's a plus D6 to your first weapon attack that hits.
Okay, is that on damage or just the attack roll?
Damage. So yeah, if you use the weapon, so it wouldn't count for spells, but if you use like a weapon, like a dagger or whatever.
Yeah, I think I might take that one with my 2 daggers that I have.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll go with the advantage with my quarterstaff.
Cool. So yeah, you all...
I like how we've probably bad in hindsight that we got that in a party where I think most of us are spellcasters.
I mean, at least half you, Marshall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me.
One's hybrid though.
Yeah.
River's like the bridge between.
She's a paladin, which mostly does well. You burn your spell slots on divine strikes, and B, multi-class into fighter, a more master class.
Are you suggesting that I am also not a somewhere between fighter and sorcerer? Obviously, I haven't taken fighter levels yet, but I still use my sword.
You do more spell damage. I said do. I'm so sorry.
You do.
Sorry.
You have a raucous training session over the coming hour, like in the build-up stage before you kind of arrive. We're all kind of there, ready, raring to go.
I want to be in phase of the moon.
Cool. Phase of the moon.
I want to be in the phase of winning.
Cool. We'll see.
Do you want me to
phase of victory?
Would you like me to polymorph clubber? Would you like me to get ready to polymorph clubber?
How long
Wait
does
until we see
polymorph
him.
last for?
Hour.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's better for you to have him because I'll be underwater.
Yeah, I can take him. Do we want to try and explain to Clubber what's going to happen?
Yes, I think we should just tell him it's going to be very, very strange for a small while. He will feel like he is a mouse. And then as soon as he is no longer a mouse, he can kill anyone who is not us.
And if he survives, big gold coin at the end.
Yes.
Right.
I'll go explain it to him now.
Yeah, you go for it, mate.
Maybe tell him food at the end, not big gold coin.
He likes shiny. Oh, but both.
Yeah, well, yeah, gold coin and a...
We'll give him food with a gold coin in it. And he has to try and find the gold coin.
He can eat anybody he kills.
Yeah, he can eat anybody he likes.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah,
Anybody who is not us.
Yeah, anybody who he has not seen before is allowed to eat apart from these two, just in case he forgets their face, you know.
I just say anyone he kills.
Yeah, anyone he kills is safer, because if we get to a point where we want to, like, parlay with them, then we don't want him in the background slay. We don't want an Iklal situation where he jumps on board and starts killing him anyway.
Okay, yeah.
No.
You know, okay, I'll go explain to him.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna just watch from a distance.
Oh yeah, we are all watching
I'll
this.
just like go up to where Clubber is, I assume, just sitting, eating some.
No,
and
he's not
describing
eating, he looks a bit grumpy. He's currently sat on deck just in the pouring rain, like soaked through, and he's just like, he's kind of got his arms crossed, his club laid out in front of him.
I go like sit, his club's laid out in front of him.
Yeah.
I go sit in front of him, put my sword down in front of me, and like sort of mimic how he's sitting and sort of like wave at him. Hello, Clubber.
Yeah. Hello.
Is everything okay?
Wet. Raining.
It is a bit rainy, isn't it? You know.
You know how Smash Sky?
It's a difficult one, Clubber. I'm not sure anyone has quite managed to smash this guy.
Can't reach.
If anyone could do it, though, Clubber, I know that it's you. Listen, man, I have something to talk to you about. So we are going to find a ship, another big ship like this one that we're on, and we need to fight them, the people on this ship. And we need your help to do that. But right before it happens, I'm going to do. There's going to be some magic that happens. You know magic, and I'm just going to do like some.
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Magic.
Yes. So you are. I want you to understand. You are going to feel very strange. Okay, for a little while. Perhaps a few minutes, I don't know how long. It's going to be very weird, and what I need you to do for me, big guy, okay, I need you to stay calm while you are feeling strange, and then, this is a good bit, if you stay calm and you stay collected when we are boarding this ship, then when you stop feeling weird and when you return to your normal self, you can kill as many people as you like, as long as they are not us, as long as they are not anyone from this ship, any friends that you know, you can kill anyone you like.
Why would I kill you?
Just in case, you know, anybody who is not me.
Fames?
No, I mean anybody who is not people from the ship, you know Fames. If you know his name, you cannot kill him.
Alright.
Okay, and also, big guy, you can get a big gold shiny at the end and you can eat anyone that you kill, okay? This is the rules that we are making for you.
Fames?
No, no, only if you can only kill people who you do not know. You know his name.
Make a persuasion check at advantage to see how well you get it. You get the argument through to him.
Legendary 20s right now.
I think he's doing a pretty good job.
You can re-roll one of those.
I can. Oh, fuck me. Legendary 11s. And it was persuasion, yeah?
Yeah.
And you're a sorcerer, that'd be alright.
Yeah, that's not bad. 18.
Be weird. Kill people. Eat people. Sound good.
Most importantly, stay calm when you feel weird, okay?
Try.
Thank you.
Eat people. A grin kind of comes along his face. You see he kind of grabs his club, kind of like puts it on his shoulder, kind of frowns again and looks up at the rain. There's another thundercrack just... who would have been keeping watch during this time? Scientists, go ahead and make a perception check. Don't know why.
Yeah, I really like Clara.
Oh, it's good. Oh, it's damn good. 26.
Tasty.
Very tasty, would you say?
Very tasty. Tasty.
Just writing down stuff for things. You see, as you're kind of like keeping a watch out, kind of partially entertained by overhearing this this conversation between Mastella and Clubber, but you're keeping an eye out on the direction that this ship is coming from, and it's hard to see. The rain is just battering down, but you just focus your keen Triton eyes as you look through and study the waves as they're moving. And you take a breath between thunderclaps as you see just the front of a ship beginning to peel around the corner. It's a while off. It's a miracle you managed to see it that far away through heavy rain, but I mean, if someone's going to perceive something, it's probably going to be you.
Damn son.
Yep. Right.
Show me what I'm
Mayday, panic, land ho. Ships ahoy.
What?
That one.
Oh, okay, that one we knew.
cookies?
How far away, Thirtieth?
It's about a mile off.
Mile off. How long will that take?
Yeah, mile off.
Far we know.
It's about a mile off.
Yeah,
5
that's
10
my
minutes. I don't know.
5-10 minutes. All right.
Yeah, sure. We'll say that.
Sure. Give it a minute. We'll throw down the flare crystal.
Alright, I'm going to hide underneath the ship.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Where
I'm
should
gonna
Who's taking
go
Clover
with
and where
Yar.
should
I'll take Clover.
You're taking Clover?
I'll take Clover.
Okay, do you want me to do it now?
Do it now.
Do it now?
Do it now. Clover's small. I put him in my breast
Wait,
pocket.
he's not yet. He's got
Colour
Okay.
goes out into a mouse form. You
Pop him in my breast pocket.
you feel as he's just like trying to move around loads.
I'll like pet him softly with one.
Make an animal handling check.
Yay!
Hey.
Really not good.
Oh.
Not bad. 19.
Yeah, you managed to.
Why am I proficient in animal handling? Alright, whatever.
You kind of stroke and you managed to calm down a bit. You remember days of your childhood of hunting mice as like a little snacks.
This is taking on my willpower.
You know exactly what not to do, but yeah, you stroke him. He seems to quiet down a bit.
Wonderful.
Polymorphous concentration, yeah?
It is, yes.
Okay, I'm dropping that. Right now.
Let everyone in the ship know that it's on. Get everyone assembled who needs to be assembled.
They all have their like getting ready, like animations clash, like twists his guns around nowhere, cracks his knuckles.
Yeah.
They all have their own, yeah.
Famous pipe
Good
of
time,
a small
boys.
hold to be.
Gav, who's coming with me and you?
Hey?
Gav, who's coming with me and you?
Probably passion.
I'll come as well. No, I mean, I can't breathe underwater, but...
Did we have a plan for some to be in the sky and some to be in the water?
Me and you will take the sky if planned lure him in doesn't work.
You could just be on
I've
the
got
ship.
you, Captain. Okay, I'll stay with you.
You and River should stay on the ship and lure them in.
If I'm pretending to be... if I'm staying on the ship and can I pretend to be captain?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
Who's pretending to be captain?
I'm not pretending, I am captain.
Oh, I thought you weren't going to be on the ship.
No, I'm on the ship.
He's going to fly if he needs to.
Yeah.
I think. I
Okay.
think that's the vibe.
We locked him in. Okay. That's okay.
Scythus, after you, good sir.
Oh, okay. I'll just go. Alright.
You see as one after another as Scythus and then the much larger form of Garv.
Wonderful.
And we're bringing passion with us as well.
Yeah.
I
She just kind of goes over, kind of puts himself over and takes a sigh and jumps in.
Don't worry, it will go better than last time, passion.
Oh God, Jesus. I'll throw down the flare stone.
Cool. You throw it down, you see as this bright red flare shoots 500 feet up into the sky, cresting up above the two sheer cliff faces on either side.
I start ringing the panic bell
You see
as well.
you ringing the bell as well as this flare goes up, and you see as the ship is encroaching in. You begin to wait, and you wait as you see it crawl slowly towards you. It doesn't seem to get in to close distance, but it does get within about 150, 120-ish feet of you as it is just veering in. You see a couple of figures on board. You can see, actually, yeah, anyone who's still on deck, go ahead and make me a perception check to see what you can see.
Whilst that's happening, I'll motion for Passion and Garv to follow me, and I'll start swimming towards that ship to hold underneath it.
I'll follow Scythus, I assume he can see it.
15 for me.
Cool, 15.
That was a 9. It's pretty ratchet.
Yeah, mine was bad as well. I think, don't worry.
I'll do it for Ruben as well. Bad as well. You kind of look over far. You can make out like a couple of figures, although no details. You see as there's two what seem to be robed figures across the way. Every time there's like a flash of lightning or a bit of light from the moon or the candles and lanterns along their ship, you see a flash of silver, as they're not wearing armour, but they seem to be wearing robes that are silvered in some way, or at least have some kind of silver design across them. You see a handful of regular kind of crewmen just working the ship. You also see one rather larger human gentleman, kind of completely shaved head, has two of the big kind of ear stretcher piercings that kind of hang down either side of his face. You see he's kind of like sat to one side, and you can't make out any more details than that, but you see as this larger figure's kind of sat towards the back, right up near where the captain's wheel is. You can see a more slender figure, you assume a woman of humanoid race, although you can't see from this distance, as she's kind of like got the ship's wheel in her hand, and she's not really looking over towards your guys' ships. You do that, and you are still ringing the bells before a voice curls its way into your mind that just says, "Are you in need?"
I will think back. We are. We hit a shallow rock. We've managed to stem the flood, but we could use evacuation to the nearest port.
Make a deception check.
Okay, my deception's pretty good.
If I'm proficient, can I give him advantage? No, can I help?
You would, but you wouldn't know this is happening, actually, as it says.
Fuck!
Doesn't matter, I got a 21.
Cool.
Oh, that's good.
There's a pause, then you hear a... Do you accept the conditions of parley?
Fuck, do I? I message back.
Go for it. Yeah.
Is parley necessary? We only need we only need assistance out of the storm.
What's parlay again?
Parlay down to the depths. What sort of parlay?
It's when pirates have this agreement that under parley they can talk and make negotiations with the understanding that both crews and captains will be allowed to return to their ship safely before any hostilities are...
Oh, that's fine. Because, if they return to their ship, we'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll pass through the message. Is parley necessary? With we don't come as you.
We don't intend to be returning to our ship.
We don't intend to.
Not like that's a massive red flag or anything.
Cool. Make another deception check, I guess.
Do we have to agree not to kill you?
It's less good.
Cool.
That's a 14.
What's that?
Fucking yikes.
That's a yikes. That's a straight up yikes from this guy.
That's the
It's just the one yike, actually.
necessary when helping strangers.
Okay.
It's your whole pal Ferraro. We're not strangers. Remember
It's
me?
me, Fuago. Went to college, maybe.
Dad?
Father. Fuck. What do I do?
While you're thinking of that, the other three, could you make stealth checks at advantage as you are concealed by the water, but there is still a chance that some of their lookouts could see you?
It's not bad.
Oh.
Passion as well.
Oh, it's gone well.
Yeah, it's not too bad for passion either.
17 for this boy.
Cheeky fucking 1919, giving
Break the
me
pirate code.
Oh, God.
25.
Cool, and yeah, passion got a 17 for that as well. Yeah, you guys, sea dwellers managed to quite easily just swim through underneath the boat. Where would you like to position yourself?
Around the side that isn't.
So the opposite side of it.
Yeah, the side that's not facing our ship.
Yeah, the far
basically.
side.
Yeah.
Parley's in the pirate code, isn't it?
It
We
is.
want to
Anyone
flank
that's
them,
extra
even
flank.
though it's a flank of 3.
Yeah.
Just
It's a flank, but still, even though it's a little one.
It's a flanker.
The littlest flank that could.
I don't
Flanking.
accept parley, but is there a loophole?
Yeah, once they return to their ship, then it's fair game.
Yeah.
But we're going onto their ship is the thing. They won't be returning to their ship.
I mean, they will. We'll be returning with them.
Yeah, they'll return, and then that's the parlay's over.
We won't return to our ship.
Well, you could.
They're more like guidelines than actual
Depends on-
rules anyway, I'd say.
Yeah,
But-
plus if we kill them all, who's to say that we broke the rules?
Me.
Dead
Also, we
men
don't
tell
want to
no
kill them all. We
tales.
want to pass the message on. We want them to know. We're doing 3 ships in as many days. So
We want to spread
about it.
renown. I don't want them to know that we broke the pirate code.
You're already shagging Midas people. Like, this is fine.
That's different. How dare you?
It's not. It's not technically against the pirate code. Annie, are you doing like a haunted, like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I'm doing a haunted trip to the fridge.
Ah, those are the only trips to the fridge that I take these days.
You do see as the ship does begin to kind of pull in closer, not within range of the gangplank, but it gets to about 80-ish feet away.
80-ish feet.
Okay, just accept parlay. We'll get aboard and fucking come to it later. Or just don't accept parlay, man. You're the captain. Make the decision. We gotta do it.
We're not even hearing this.
Fuck it.
Fire.
I'm afraid we do not accept parlay, and I use my gun and shoot at any of them.
No, that's like the worst.
This was the wrong decision.
Yes,
Captain, what happened?
Go ahead and make an attack roll, and I'll roll to see who of these guys you hit.
An advantage because it's my first attack. Doesn't matter. That's the sharpshooter, so that is 18 to hit.
Cool. You go for
Dan,
one of... Yes.
I have a question. Would this count as a surprise round? Because I can act in surprise rounds.
For some of their crew, yes. For others of their crew, no.
Cool. How would that work in the process of me?
Essentially, the surprise round, anyone who's not surprised goes in the surprise round, and then next round of combat, everyone gets to go.
Cool.
So, yes, what we'll do... so first of all, you managed to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sick. This is a sneak attack. And I get, like, +5 to it now.
You know what would have been better?
Anything but this.
No, we do not accept the conditions of parlay. Launches a mouse aboard their ship.
Wouldn't be bad. Yeah, but there's
That would throw it 80 feet, though.
Yeah.
I could throw a mouse 80 feet. Not something I thought I'd ever have to say.
10, 23 damage. 23 damage to whoever I hit.
You just kind of like fire blindly off, and as you kind of see like another flash of lightning come from above, you see as one of the crew who's kind of like pulling in the sail just head kind of like blows out from the side, and he falls down dead. Could y'all roll initiative for me, and then we'll get into the...
Yeah!
I don't get advantage.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man.
No.
But you guys are...
Just out of interest, Dan, do you have my AC down as 13 instead of 12 this week?
I do indeed.
Amazing, that's good. I just wanted to check.
We still get a surprise round. Most of it will still go off, and there is no doubt that I didn't break the pirate code.
Can you pass me the rubber?
Yes.
Thank you.
Shucks, oh, fuck me, Angel Olsen.
Who?
That wasn't a direct message to Angel Olsen.
Beam it into her thoughts.
Fuck me, Angel Olsen.
Scythus.
17.
I just meant I've got the song stuck in my head.
Okay, yeah, that's... I forgot what I rolled and rolled again and got a crit.
Nem.
11.
11. Somehow everything I've rolled initiative for hasn't rolled the same, but have all rolled right next to each other. Marcella.
19, would you believe?
19, that's all right. Poirot.
That's a crit fail.
Cool. I just rolled for River and they got a crit 20.
Oh!
Gav.
So, 15 even.
15.
Foire was just surprised he hit.
Yep, no one's got the same initiative, but you're all so close to each other.
Nice.
So, up first on this surprise round is River, who is...
Do you want one of us to run her?
That's cool, I can... got it.
Okay.
Can't really do anything from 80 feet away. So it's going to go up to the side of the ship, kind of grab a rope and prepare an action to swing across should you guys get in range.
What is the range that needs to happen?
I'd say they need to be within 50 feet.
50 feet.
At least they're currently 80 away and listing in towards you. Mastella.
Sorry, bear with. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. I don't think I can get over there either, to be honest. I can...
Who's on deck? Who's on deck?
On deck is Scythus.
I can't get over there, so I'm going to just piss a chromatic orb over to the leader.
Sounds painful.
So the person at the captain's wheel.
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Right. That's not crooked, it's a 2, so it misses.
Do you have inspiration?
Alas, no.
Fire off this orb and it just, through the rain, it just goes wide and off into the distance. Anything else?
I'm going to... Nah, nothing for now.
Cool. Scythus.
Just leave it.
Bonjour. Right. So where am I? On the side of the other ship, yeah?
Yep, so you, Garv and Passion are spaced maybe 5-10 feet apart from each other, which are just on the other side of the ship.
Did I hear the gunshot?
Yes, you would have.
Nice one. Right, I'm gonna climb up so that I can see what's on deck for them.
You go up and sweep your eyes across the deck to get a glance of it, and you can see there's a handful, about 10 of these kind of regular crewmen, kind of who are working the rigging, kind of just doing the general ship stuff. You can see off to the right, near this kind of heavy wooden door that would lead to where on your ship the captain's quarters is. You see as these two figures in these robes that are made of quite tight-fitting black, almost velvet by the looks of it. You can see trimmed with silver, and in silver going across them various geometric kind of patterns, symbols, kind of arcane language. You would recognise this as the outfit of a student of Magnus, and you see two of them here. You also see towards the back of the ship the captain, who's just kind of like spun the wheel around, is going in towards your guy's ship, and just to the side of her is a rather large human man who's just picked up this quite large, nasty looking great axe.
Right, well, I'm just going to try and take out the riffraff, I suppose. And according to my components list, I only need a drop of water for this. So I'm going to focus my eyes really tight and try and focus on one piece of rain that is falling,
Nice.
point at it, and turn it into a tidal wave that will hit hopefully all 10 of the bobs.
Yeah, you can totally do that.
Dan,
Nice
my
one.
AC currently is 16 and will go up to 18 if there are two people within 5 feet of me, just so you know.
Cool.
So I need dex saves from the general riffraff.
Cool. What's the DC?
That's not
been
a question.
drinking.
It's
What did I say?
15.
15. That is 2 passes. That is 4 passes out of 10.
One. So it's either 48 or half. So 3, 9, 17, 20. So it's 20 bludgeoning damage or 10. Those that failed are knocked prone.
They're not dead, the ones who failed.
Hell yeah.
Yo.
6 in 1.
Nice.
You see the other
Cyrus.
as this bit of rain kind of explodes out into this tidal wave, catching these guys by surprise, and it just washes through. You see as some of them were kind of getting ready near cannons, but are now just been kind of washed away, and 4 of them remain standing.
Nice one. And then I'm going to clamber down a little bit, look at Garv and just say, that was 6 in 1 motion. Do better.
All right. I will.
Up next is Garth.
Oh.
I was about to not say, but I did count I've killed one earlier. I might be able to get a high number this round, but clearly not.
Yeah, I shouldn't have brought my knuckle dusters to this fight. There was no need.
Yeah, Garth, you're up. Nem, you're on deck.
I just kind of friendly shove of Scientist with my shoulder as I hop over the ship railings.
And I go flying about 50 feet.
As I'm surrounded by the wind and the rain, I say under my breath, "Blessed Fulmar, your wind howls, your thunder booms, and your light splits the sky. Grant me your powers, and I will be your fury." And I enter rage, and I head straight towards one of those wizard-looking ass guys.
You begin moving straight towards one as you kind of say this under your breath, and the lightning crackles around you. You hear as just behind you, the sky seems to light up with you. A good omen, as this doesn't seem to happen in all storms. But yeah, you run on up to one of these guys. You see now that in this very nice, formal wizard attire.
Nice.
This guy kind of has this hood over with this kind of black hood over the head kind of looks up at you from the darkness of the hood and kind of goes a bit wide-eyed as you appear next to him.
Cool. And I've got advantage on my first attack with this weapon because of the training room.
Do indeed.
So I'm going to have at this guy with the Infernal Axe. Wow, Legendary 2.
Wow.
Fuck it, I was going to burn it this combat anyway. I'm going to use my Nat 20 from Gaunties from a few sessions ago.
Thank you so much, Gaunties. If you would like to donate a little bit of money to us, you can give us a crit success or failure for £5 or a advantage or disadvantage on the roll for £3. That can go to the players or the DM.
Thank you, Jamie, for that concise ad.
He's going to cast a spell on
He's a
you.
professional out here.
Before
Come
I
on.
burn it, can I... No, I can't burn it before or after I know if it hits or not.
No.
Okay, yeah, I'll burn it. And I will spend a charge to try and inflict a wound on this boy.
Nice. So con save.
DC 17.
DC 17. That's a fail.
Cool. That happens at the start of his turn, but for now he takes 12 damage plus... plus 2, so that is going to be plus a further 12 damage on top of that, so 24 damage.
24
in total.
damage. You see as you bring the axe over and in as he quickly makes an arcane symbol in front of his hands and casts a spell that you've not actually seen before, as he kind of almost catches the axe blade for a moment. It still pushes down and sinks into him, but you feel as some of this energy is forced back into you, and you feel a similar gash kind of like dig into your chest as he casts a homebrew spell. So
Ooh.
not one I made though. It's from Meow Magic. They're very good resources. Oh, you nearly got the max.
Which one? Sorry, I don't know this.
Meow Magic. They're on Reddit. They're real good for spells.
Yeah, thanks, Meow Magic. For bullshitting our about
3. He manages to reduce it by 7, and you take 7 points of slashing damage. Reduced to 4. So 24 minus 7 is 17. So he is down to that. Cool. But you feel as like this first axe swing goes in, he blasts this energy out back into you. You feel as this own bit of your attack kind of cuts into you.
What a slut, and I'll attack him with my second attack as well. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. That's pretty good with another 17 damage on top of that.
Nice. You see as he is now immediately not looking good, being a spellcaster type, as you just run up and just cut through these black robes with this large axe. You see as he kind of like holds on to the wounds that seem to be burning infernally within him. He is not looking that good at all.
Cool.
Up next is the Berserker, who you hear the heavy footsteps as he you see as he jumps off from the kind of part where the wheel is from the captain, lands in next to his mage friend, and is just going to do 2 reckless attacks on you.
Cool.
Oh no! Doesn't mean you get advantage though.
First one.
True.
Take this guy down.
So that's 14, which will miss on the first one, and then a dirty 20 on the second, which will hit. So that's going to be... I get to use a d12, how about that? 9 points of slashing damage, half to 5.
Cool.
He just runs in and just does this one swipe across you with the axe. Nem, you're up.
Hello. Is Foiro next to me? Are you still on the ship, Captain?
I am.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to say to you, Capitan, I think I'm going to try and get the captain. Do you mind?
I was going to go for him, but I don't mind sharing the glory.
Well, okay, it's okay. You know, it's up to you at the end of the day. If you don't want me to go for him, I won't go for him. But
My dear Nem, I trust you implicitly to do as much carnage as possible. You go right ahead.
oh, thank you so much. And is it possible for me to turn into a raven without anyone from the other ship really noticing? Because it's quite far off still.
Yeah, I mean...
This is a good rage.
You have got eyes on you, but you could certainly try it. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
I will.
You've got eyes on you.
Which dice to use? Oh, it's not bad actually. It's an 18.
Nice, so you manage to like go to a bit of the shadow, you wait for the next lightning flash to happen, and as it darkens in that brief instant, you whoosh, transform into a raven.
Amazing, thank you so much. And then I'm gonna, I guess, fly on over there.
Cool. What's your fly speed as a raven?
Let me just check. It's like 50. 50 is what it is flying.
Cool. Yeah, they are 80 feet away currently, so you can get 50 feet towards them.
Amazing. Have I got room left to just check out whether or not I recognise the two apprentices?
You'd be able to see them now and you'd be able to see their outfits kind of signifying that of a Magnus student.
Can I see their faces at all, or?
No, they have these kind of like large, deep hoods on, and the fact that it's also just hammering down with rain, you'd pretty much have to be right up on them to get a good look at their faces.
Alright, cool. That's all I got.
Cool. Up next are the crews. So Passion, being that he's the crew that's currently not can do anything, is going to throw himself over the top, run up, and is going to go ahead and make 2 attacks with his cutlass.
Got to be Passion.
So he hits with
Yeah,
both
go on,
as well.
tease. We fight in pirates, but also we fight in pirates. You
You
know?
see as he runs up to the berserker next to you, Garv,
Nice.
and just slashes in twice with his cutlass. You see he has this very kind of fluid way of attacking with this scimitar, going from high to low, and he does.
Has he got advantage because he's reckless?
He would have done. Thank you for a reminder. Missed on the second. Wait.
That kind of sounded good.
Yeah, misses. So he does.
For those
10
wondering what
damage.
that sound was, Tom just dropped Paul McCartney on the microphone.
Yeah, sorry, everyone.
As he runs in, gets this one slash, goes for the other one, but you see this guy kind of like just shoves him off with his large shoulder and then refocuses on you. Their crew don't get to go. Foiro, you bring up the rear.
Sweet. Let's drop in the heavy munitions. With my bonus action, I'm gonna dash.
Nice.
Does that double both my speeds?
Yes.
Sweet, so I've got 130 to play with. What kind of action would it be to drop a mouse out of my pocket?
It's a free action to drop.
Free action,
Yeah.
wonderful. I fly about 15 feet above deck
Cool.
of the other ship, and I just drop the mouse down.
Let me pull up Clubber's health.
What's a mouse's health?
One.
That's it, yeah.
Tried on it.
That's why I can't see Clubber for some reason. He's not.
The
on my-
fall will kill it.
That's the dream.
There we go.
It's just how much damage Clubber takes afterwards.
Yeah.
Aiming for minimum.
I've given him his own initiative as well, so that's 3d6.
I'm glad.
So that, no, it's not 3d6, sorry, it's a d6 per 10 feet, so it's 2d6. That's less than I rolled before. So Clubber takes 6 points of damage carrying over to him. And you see as this mouth just bursts out into this large form of Clubber as he kind of like tries to regain himself. He's kind of sat on his butt with his club, and you see as the still alive crew members that just managed to survive the tidal wave kind of look at him and just kind of step back as he just looks around at them.
Cool. Rest of my movement, I will fly over to the captain behind the wheel.
Cool.
And I will use my action to try and stab her with wing.
Go for it.
Because
Believe
that's
in you.
how I jam. You might not have wanted to, that was only a 13.
13, that misses, unfortunately.
That's a shame.
She sees as you kind of like land in as you stab, she kind of moves to the side and you stab kind of between the rungs of the wheel. She goes to turn it to kind of trap the blade, but you swiftly pull it out. Just
Would it break the blade if I left it there?
Yeah.
It'll probably do damage to it. Yeah, I will remove it.
Cool, so you pull it out as she kind of like turns the wheel, kind of looks over her shoulder at you, and I forgot to roll her into the initiative by the looks of it. Oh, brilliant, yeah, she landed right in the middle of that big mess with everyone.
Amazing.
You know what, we'll put, yep, she can just about fit there. Cool. Right, end of the combat round. You see as the ship, yours being anchored, the enemy one seems to list in towards you guys about 40 feet, so the ships are now about 40 feet apart from each
Wonderful.
other. Not perfectly kind of aligned, but more or less. River is going to attempt to swing across with
God
a
bless that cat.
check.
Oh no.
Does she have inspo on her sheet? No.
She wouldn't on her sheet. It's been so long
Oh,
since.
yeah. Kane sent me the fresh one today.
Oh dear.
Yeah. What's the bonus to that? Yeah. You see, as she goes for the swing, goes to let go, but will have totally mistimed it and swings back to your guys' ship and is going to attempt again at this round. Top of this round, it's her go. She's going to attempt to do that. Natural 20.
Hey.
You see the River taking that initial swing, kind of swings up, kind of backflips, draws the rapiers out in mid-air and kind of lands onto the deck. Although
This has been a very visually pleasing battle so far.
Superhero landing.
she lands kind of about 10 feet away from Clubber. Up next is,
Clubber and River fighting back to back is a vision I needed.
up next is Miss Stella.
Okay, having to no longer concentrate on
Polymorph.
That is the name in his native tongue.
Yeah, that's Mastella's native tongue. I don't think I can get over there. I can swing, yeah? Is swinging an action?
Yeah, to try and swing over. It's 40 feet away. I mean, you could, if you just wanted to use movement, you could try and jump.
40 feet?
There's a 20 on that dice.
Do you have Misty Step?
I want to see it.
Not prepared now. I would have. I didn't because I didn't have time before the session, but I would have swapped a spell out for Misty Step. Can I do it, Dan? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure, because Misty Step is 30 feet and the ship's 40 feet away.
I know, so I'd just have to
10
jump
foot jump.
10 feet.
10 foot jump, yeah. Go for
That's
it.
doable.
Athletics check.
Yeah, I'm just going to choose which one of my spells I want to get rid of.
Oh no, would that work? Swing 10 feet and then Misty Step.
Yeah, that's the move.
Alright. Okay.
Oh no, but swinging is an action, so I
True.
just jump 10 feet.
Just use the railings as like a sick, like, leaping point. See how far you can get.
Climb up the rigging.
End up on the mast, like Captain Jack in that one scene.
What you doing?
Sorry, I'm just figuring out which spell
Cool.
I want to get rid of. I'm getting rid of.
Sort that out.
Finish the turn first.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Roll the athletics check. We know you've got Misty Step, so you just need that 10 foot jump.
That's quickly
Cocked as hell.
Athletics.
Yeah.
That's an owie.
Massive 7.
You jump, cast Misty Step. Go ahead and make a Dex or Strength save for me.
Let's go for strength.
Wow.
I want to die. Strength is 13 to save.
Nice. So you go over, you just mistime the Misty Step, but you kind of catch it at the last minute. You land just as your arms go over the side of their ship, as you'll just poof, land and just manage to hold yourself on. And I would say using the last of your movement, you managed to pull yourself up over, so you still got an action.
Okay, action then, melts my new meteors.
Nice. Do either of the boys have that? They do not. Never mind. You won't get counterspelled.
Well, it doesn't really affect me.
You see as some of the specks of dirt from the ground swish up around you and ignite. Up next.
Oh, I know, I can send some off as well.
Oh, you can as part of the action. Yeah, go for it.
So I'm going to send off. I cast 1 or 2. Oh no, when I cast it, I can only send 1. So I send 1 off to the one of the nearest caster guys.
Cool. It'll either be one of the 2 mages or the berserker who's just jumped down.
Oh, I'll go for the berserker just because why not?
So dex save. That's probably a pass with a 17.
Oh yeah, I don't need to roll to hit, do I?
That's an 18 total on his save.
That will be a save then, I believe.
Cool. So half damage.
Yeah. So 7, half 2, 4.
Nice. You see as this guy's kind of like bearing down on you, Garv, gearing up for another swing, as this meteor just cracked into him. He steps back, but still takes some of the brunt burning across him. And then your eyes move to the door that the 2 mages were kind of stood either side of, guarding. You see as the handle slowly moves and opens. And you see, drifting out is this long black-robed figure in this military-style jacket with silver trim around the outside and a small Magnus pin on the breast. As you see the purple skin and the tentacled face of the Mind Flayer. Garth, you see this creature appear about 5 feet away from you, and
ashes fired.
Shock comes up from your past.
Yeah.
Could you make a wisdom save for me, please?
Yeah. Sure.
As someone who knows a lot about the pirate lords, is this Magnus?
Is it a
no.
Is it a spell? Is it a spell? Can I counter it?
He's not done anything yet. No.
Can I use my sanity to make this check?
This is more to do with your the fear from the backstory that you gave me.
Use my point of inspiration on
Oh,
that.
I thought that was a spell.
That's
Sorry.
so much better. That's an 18.
18. So you feel this, like, for the first time in a while, a lump in your throat and a shiver go down your spine as this tentacled creature glides its way out and surveys the surrounding area. You feel this pit in your stomach before another crack of lightning behind you and hits the mountain, and you feel the strength of Fulmar with you again, and you're not thrown out of your rage as you manage to maintain it. You're also not frightened of him. You see, as this Mind Flayer kind of looks around and surveys, sees Passion, sees Garv, sees Clubber and River, and steps forward up next to the Berserker almost in your face. You see as it concentrates, and suddenly this psychic energy rings out, thrashing through your ears.
Can I counterspell that?
It's not a spell.
Oh, God.
Mind Flayers are nightmares.
It's an ability.
I don't know
I'm
if we've
so
fought a Mind
frightened.
Flayer before. This is terrifying.
I need Garv, Passion, which I'll do, River, which I'll do, and Club, which I'll do, to all make intelligence saving throws.
I'm now on the ship as well, but I assume I'm just out.
You are luckily right on the side, so he's deciding to get Clubber and River rather than you in it.
I was playing D&D yesterday with my Bath poetry peeps, and we fought 4 Mind Flayers and we're okay. The only difference is we're level 15 in that campaign.
Gaunty's alarm.
Gaunty's alarm.
Oh,
This is a
it'll be the
fucking pirate lords.
Don't
Let's
think
see.
I'll-
Oh. It is. It's the beautiful pirate.
Yeah, that's the
You
boy.
see as this one
I'm
doesn't
so
have the
frightened.
scepter, doesn't have the rings or the engraving on the forehead.
Okay.
But it is
It's
dressed
not
in
him.
them.
It's not the Pirate Lord, it's just another Mind Flayer.
Yes.
That's what it's.
Oh,
You would certainly
That's
know
fine.
if it was the Pirate Lord.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's not a midway
So
through
correct.
combat reveal. That's end of a session, and
Yeah.
now we wait for next week reveal.
what did you get for your int save?
14.
14, that's just a fail, I'm afraid.
Rip.
Both River and Clubber also failed as well, with 3 each. Passion, that's also a fail for Passion.
Passion.
So that's going to be 19 points of psychic damage to the 4 of you,
That's a rip.
and your bodies ring out as you're also stunned.
How much point of psychic damage?
19.
Cool. I'm going to use Stone's Endurance on that. Which isn't great, but it helps. How much was it again? 19.
19.
19, so that's going to be 7 off, so 12 damage.
How much health does Passion have? It's more than that. I
oh
know.
God.
Nem, do you still want to take the captain? Because I'll handle that thing.
I think that thing is the captain. I think that thing is the captain.
You see as River, Passion, Clubber and Garb all just begin to just sway in place.
Shit, that's a rip.
Up next,
We've lost our arsenal.
up next is Cyphus.
That's really not a good thing.
Oh, have we lost our arsenal?
Yeah, we've
Okay.
lost all form of big guns we had.
We've lost our arse and
Okay.
all.
Get your tidal waves out.
Yeah, tidal waves up for the lads.
Further, boys.
Thank God we're on the raised bit.
I will send in the new arsenal.
The clowns.
Yeah, send in the new clowns. Fuck it, they worked pretty well last time. I'm gonna poke my head up again,
He can't be.
see the Mind Flayer, poo a little bit, and then, Cypher's favourite, I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals,
Yes.
Yay.
because when don't I ever do? And let's get them fucking wolf spiders back, or whatever the fuck they were. They were good.
I'm gonna roll to see if this Mind Flayer notices you.
Please don't. I'm sneaky, like a fish.
What's his perception?
Like a fish. A fish sneaky.
Fish?
Depends on the fish.
Does he look like a fish?
Yep, he doesn't notice.
Fantastic.
He's not gonna counterspell it.
I'm gonna have 8 giant wolf spiders swarm him.
Cool.
Because fuck that guy.
They wouldn't be able to surround him as to his side. One side he has a mage, one side he has a berserker.
In that case, just swarming them all. So how many can I get on him, and then I'll split the rest with the other 2.
I say you could get 3 on him probably, just because of the way he's positioned between the 2 other men.
Cool, I'll get 3 on him, 3 on the berserker, and then the other 2 on the mage.
Cool. The injured mage or the uninjured mage?
The injured mage for now. I'm going to open up a note tab quickly so I can keep track of this. Sorry for adding fucking 8 more NPCs into the...
It's fine. It's a concentration spell, right?
It is, yes. But my plan is to not be seen or hit. Right, that's that. Right, 3 on. Right, look at rolling the attacks with the D20 gun. It has my D20 gun. Right, it's there. Right, first 3 on the mage. We are looking at 13,
Hit.
7,
Miss.
16.
Hits. Is it that on the injured mage, did you say?
That was 3. I said mage. I meant mind flayer. So I was going to go mind flayer, berserker, mage.
Cool. What were the rolls again? Just because, yeah, it's got different AC.
Sorry, 13, 7, 16.
16 hits.
Cool, right, so that's 1 hit there. The next 3 are on the berserker.
Yep, they have advantage because he used reckless.
Oh, nice. So that's 18,
Hit.
8,
Miss. Oh.
and 22.
Yeah, that's a hit.
So that is 1 hit on the MF, 2 on the B, and it's just 2 attacks on the mage. So I've got 7.
Cool. So that was 7, sorry.
Yeah, 7 and 19 on the mage.
19 hits.
So I've got 1 hit on the mind flayer, which does 6 piercing damage plus 5 poison damage, and I need it to make a DC 11 con save, please.
Cool. DC 11 passes with a 17. Oof.
Okay, so it only takes. How much poison damage did I say? Was it 5?
5, yeah.
So it takes half of that, rounded down or up.
Cool. Oh, so it took 3, it says.
1, and then we got 2 hits on the berserker, so that is 4 and 5 piercing damage, so 9 piercing damage plus. Plus 18 poison damage, or 9 depending on the con save.
He passes the save with a dirty 20.
9 poison damage, and then we're looking at 3 piercing damage on the mage, plus 6 or 3 poison depending on the con.
Cool. Mage fails.
Fantastic. So
Did you go for the injured one or the uninjured one? Sorry.
You have the injured one.
The injured
one?
In which case, how much damage is it?
That's a good question, Dan. I hope you were keeping tabs.
It was 6 poison damage plus whatever the melee damage was.
He's also cool. He's also used his reaction already, so we can't actually do that. You see, as the spider just climbs up to this mage, sinks his fangs into his neck, and this guy just drops to the ground, dead.
Cool. Right, that's that. I've got my boys on board. I'm clambering back down and hoping no one noticed me.
Go back down. Up next is the mage's turn. That's a tough one. That's a very tough one of what to do here.
I did.
Oh,
You tried.
no, but you.
No, why not?
Oh, okay.
He'd really tried.
It happened on their turn.
But I just need to read a spell quickly.
This is a bad time,
It's not that bad.
but we can turn it round.
I think it's that bad.
Who's so Garv, Passion, and someone else are
Clubber and
mind
River.
boggled.
Oh, was River okay?
River stunned as well.
Yeah.
What does stun do? I
Fuck.
can't do anything.
Can't do anything, and you remake the save at the end of your go. You see as the mage pulls out this shard of glass, smashes it, and you see as these 2 stained glass wings unfurl from his back. They
Holy fuck.
They flap up as he shoots himself upwards, lands onto one of the struts of the ship that carries the sails, and moves over to the side, so he's kind of like hanging onto a rope and looking down at Caiaphas. However, that's all he can do. You see as at the end of his go, the wings shatter away and fade.
Guessing I can't make reactions.
No, actually. No, unfortunately not. That's all he can do on his turn. Gar, at the end of go can make an int save.
Nope.
You see Asgarv is still stood swaying from side to side. Up next is the Berserker. Just going to keep attacking. Throwing dice all over the place here. That first one is a... What do they get plus their attack? I believe it's 5. That's a 15, so he still misses at advantage. Second one is a 17, so hits. Because he swings in with the first one, but Asgarv is just swinging from side to side, your large form just still not taking the full brunt of the blow. He then...
We just got one gone too.
Gets one hit in with a 13 damage reduced to 7. As the rage is still up and you feel the pain come through, but your body is just numbed to react. Up next are the 4 bandits who, seeing that the ogre is now stunned, is going to run up to the ogre and try to take him out while they can.
Oh god.
So they all get 1 attack each at advantage. That's a miss. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a natural 20.
Oh, clubber. Oh, mate, no.
Don't worry, he's going to get out of this, didn't he?
I hope so.
That's 18 points of damage to Clubber. As he is now bloodied. As you see, as these 4 guys just run up and just start trying to take this large thing down that has clearly scared the hell out of them. Up next is Clubber. His turn ends. He... Oh my god, he passes his... Wait, he's rolled high. What does he get minus to it?
What a minus.
He passes his fucking int save with exactly what he needed. He has a -3. You see as he kind of snaps to... Yeah, I rolled an 18 with him. That's... He rolled 3 numbers to pass. He kind of comes to, sees these guys around him and immediately kind of gets angry, but unfortunately cannot take his go. Up next is their captain, who's going to turn around and attack Fuwaro twice with her scimitar, but misses on both, so it's fine that he's not here. She just swipes in. Nem, you're up.
Cool. Do you know that guy who's dangling off the rafters there?
Yes.
Could I possibly land on him and kind of like turn back into my human form, like holding on to him in some way?
Yeah, sure. It'd certainly be precarious, but it'd be cool as fuck.
It would be cool as fuck, wouldn't it? And I like those odds. Okay, cool. What am I rolling?
You weren't even given the odds.
You roll up.
I never tell Nem the odds.
First of all, you turn into your human form again, kind of next to him, grabbing onto him and the rope that he's kind of got hold of as well. Could you just go ahead and make a general dexterity saving throw for me? See if you can balance up.
Did them get there first?
God, I really hope I can. Oh, please do something cool with this. Oh, it's not ideal. I'm going to use my inspiration that I got last episode, I think. It's only a bit better. It's a 13.
13. You manage to just about hold on. You don't like get a good hold of him. You're like touching him, but he's not grappled by any means. But you are both up here, and you see as he looks back at you and is surprised to see you suddenly appear next to him.
Okay. Do I have an attack roll?
I believe, is it an action to change out of Raven, or is it a bonus?
So that, bonus action.
Bonus action.
Let's see.
To change out of a Raven form, yeah.
Did you say it's a bonus?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, yeah. So yeah, you still have an action if you wanted to make an attack. You're right up next to him.
Amazing. I would like to... How am I holding on to him, sorry? Did you say I'm kind of like...
Yeah, you're kind of like touching him. You're both holding on to the same like bit of rope that attaches up to the main mast. He's just ahead of you, so he's kind of further out on the ship. You can see him looking down and eyeing up Scythus, who's kind of clinging to the side of the ship, concentrating on his spell.
How high up are they both?
About 70 feet.
Cool. There is also the shove action, I believe.
There is, which is contested strength checks, which would be interesting.
Okay. I'm not very strong, but...
Rope action.
The what? The cut the rope action.
Sweep the legs.
I was gonna go for primal savagery, which I think I still will do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Tear his
Okay, so that's a primal savagery. It's gonna be a 23.
That'll hit.
Cool.
He's going to use his reaction to cast opposing force.
Rock and roll. So that is gonna be 2d10s. I can't use that extra, can I? One sec. Nearly got it.
Quite warm in here,
Okay.
isn't it?
Come on, little dice. Actually, sorry, I should have said this before. I wanted to make a primal savagery attack, like, on his throat.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Oh boy, that's going to be an 11.
11.
Did you? Oh, do you get your d6 to this? No, that was just with knives. Ignore me.
So you
Yeah.
you see as you kind of like claw out, you see as he raises his hand, kind of traces this arcane rune, and some of the force of your attack is blown back against you as he reduces the damage by 8. So you take 8 points of damage, and he takes the remainder. What was the total? Sorry,
11.
11. So he takes 3.
That little bitch.
Big oof.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Yeah, he has this
I'm so angry.
reactionary spell that seems to force the main brunt of your attack back at you.
God, I hate that guy.
Cool. Up next are the 2 sets of crew. Their other crew isn't active yet, so it's just your guys. Passion, first of all, does not break free from the stun, and we'll see. Let's just roll generally to how the crew do. Cool. You see as 2 figures begin to swing over. You see as both Nowhere and Bonebreaker land on the ship.
Sweet.
Takes their turns to kind of get there, but you see as they kind of like both kind of tap their fists, kind of look around, and are hungry for the fight.
Oh,
So
the
you
monks
see,
are in.
you see as they kind of both look, their crew begins to kind of look. You see as the Mind Flayer goes a little bit wide-eyed, but has calm resolve. Foiro.
Right, I'm going to fly up to this this boy up on the mast.
Cool.
Can I land on the other side to him that Nem's on?
Yeah, there's not a lot of room, but you can use your wings to kind of like hover just the other side of him.
Yeah,
and
cool.
Get like a little perch.
I sort of land like 1 foot on it and just sort of like stab out and try and...
Nice, go for it. So you land just as you kind of blast this energy back at Nem from her attack
Yeah.
as you...
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Because
nice.
Nem's close, it counts as a sneak attack.
Oh, you can't
So,
do this reaction.
2, 4, 6, 8. No, well, that was incorrect. 12, 24, 32 plus
Oh, nice.
14, 15, 20, 23 plus the 32. So that's 60 damage.
Yeah, if I were to finish him.
Yeah, cool. I just land 1 foot on the thing, just like lean forward and just like nick his head off, and then use just fall backwards and do like a sweet somersault off the thing.
Nice. So you see as this guy kind of like pushes this energy back at you as a streak of silver goes through his neck and the head rolls off the body shortly after, as you see Foiro kind of give a cheeky wink and then just fall backwards off
I'm
of the...
so glad you said cheeky wink before I could, because it was coming. And then
Did
while...
you kill him by more than 5 points? Because 23 plus 32 is 55.
Yeah, you did more than his max health.
Oh, okay. Good.
Sick. And then while still upside down from the fall, I'll aim at the person who was steering the ship and fire off my pistol as well. That's probably not as good with a 15.
That misses. Just you see as she kind of like notices at the last second and then just dodges out of the way as the bullet whizzes past her.
Cool.
Back to the top is River, who crit fail is not free of the stun, unfortunately. Mustela, you're
Damn,
up.
does it continue despite being deaded?
It lasts for a minute.
Ooh.
And also the stun came from the Mind Flayer.
Thanks, Gaunties. It's pink, and I also pierced my ear as I said I would. I'm going to. How far away is the group that are fighting Clubber currently?
They'd be about like 10 feet away from you. You see the 4 of them around Clubber, like just like stabbed into him a bunch. And
Okay.
he's just kind of come to.
As our Clubber can probably take them, but also
Yeah, if someone could help with this Mind Flayer, that would be pretty good.
Yeah, I know,
He's
but-
taken no hits.
Is that the one I
is
killed?
helping you.
No, you
No, you
killed
got a
a
mage. There was 2 mages on the Mind Flayer.
Oh, I remember the
But
mind.
both the mages are dead, which is great. Because
Alright.
they both got to cast like 2
how
spells.
far away is the Mind Flayer from me?
About like, again, like 15 feet, like straight in front of you.
I'll just I'll run over to him then. While running over, send off 2 meteors.
Cool.
So dex save from him.
And he gets advantage on this. So that's a 13 on the first one,
Love you,
ferrets.
and a 13 on the second. He fails on both.
Okay. Do I need to roll them separately or no?
Yes, please. I mean, it doesn't really matter for him, but he is going to cast a spell in reaction for this.
One does 8 damage. The other one does 8 damage.
Cool, so 16. You see as the first one goes to hit, as he kind of notices, flashes his hand up, and you see as this blue crackling energy begins to crackle up and almost encase his form. The two things hit, but you see as the Mind Flayer doesn't seem to take damage, but the barrier around him does, as he casts another spell you've not seen before.
I need his spell book.
When does...
Only me had a wizard.
Just need to check when that spell lasts until... Cool. Cool, was that you? So you're just up next to this?
Yeah, that was just my bonus. Yeah, so I'm going to now cast Enlarge on Garv.
Cool. You see his Garv, as he grows, his large form still swaying from side to side. Did you just fire them off at the Mind Flayer, or did you move up to him?
No, I'm not going to move up. I'm just going to stay where I am and fire them off.
Cool. Up next is the Mind Flayer, who is going to...
Oh, actually, I can't do that. I'm concentrating.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Also, there's not a lot of point.
No, I know. I can't do that. I'll run over and attack you with my sword. Sorry.
Go for it. So you got advantage on the first hit. That's what you... Oh, no, you got the...
No, I didn't take that
sorry.
one. Yeah, I took the initiative one, but it's fine. I'm just going to hit it with my sword, which is 22 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. Oh, fuck me. That is just a 4 damage.
Cool.
It's poor.
You see
Could be worse.
You see again as the...
Could it?
Yeah, you could be unable to do anything.
You see again as the sword hits around it, as the shield around this being cracks a little bit more, but he doesn't seem to take any damage from it.
Yeah.
Up next is the Mind Flayer, who is going to... Oh, there's a few things he could do.
Can you just knock me unconscious so I can no longer be stunned?
Is there any way to unstun you?
No.
Fuck it. He's just gonna go down and go for a technical attack on you, Mr.
Yeah, of course he is.
That's
I think it's an ability, not a spell, so...
That's alright, I've got plans.
That's a hit with a 19.
I'm going to just portal him and
Cool.
he's going to attack himself.
Counterspell.
That's dumb.
That's rip.
Big rips.
Gets his reaction back on his go. So that's his mind thinking back.
Can
as
you
well.
counter spell if you're already attacking though? Like if it's
so-
using...
so
He's still
reaction,
casting
yeah.
a spell. Yeah. But that means he's now got no reaction until the start of his next go as well.
It would be like if you counterspelled a counterspell. It would be like your reaction to thing and then his reaction to thing.
I wanted to make sure I've used it at least once this fight. So that's only going to be... That's 19 points of psychic damage. And could you make a Constitution saving throw to see if you maintain your...
Meteors. Con save,
If I'm
yeah.
right.
Yeah, 17.
I also need an intelligence saving throw from you as well, as the tentacles wrap around your head and pull you up into a grapple as your legs begin to dangle off the side. And is that
22.
22, cool. You feel this energy wrap your brain, but you are not stunned. However, you are grappled and lifted off the ground by this thing's toothy, tentacly maw. That's the Mind Flayer's go. Up next is Scythus.
Not very nice.
Hey,
Oh,
let's get the spiders out the way first.
Incapacitated.
So if I'm right, I've probably got 4 on the Mind Flayer, 4 on the Berserker.
Yep.
Sound.
You can see as
Right.
well as the Mind Flayer's, the shield around its form drops at the end of its go.
Amazing news. Right, 4 attacks on the Mind Flayer. Looking at 5, 7, 5, 12. What a good turn for
Oh no.
the
Another
spiders on
one.
the Mind Flayer.
That ain't
Well,
it.
that's good. 4 attacks on the Berserker at 8 advantage.
Yes. Actually, no, he didn't use he didn't use Reckless because he had advantage from Garth being stunned.
Good. Well, here we go.
Good luck.
16,
Hey.
6, 18, 14.
Yep, but they all hit.
Even the 6?
Oh, the 6. No, sorry, I didn't hear the 6.
I can say I'm happy to take the 6, but right.
It's an AC of 6.
Damn, I can't fucking get some armor, man.
He's not wearing his skin.
It's a condition, guys.
He's got glass bones.
I've got brittle bone disease.
Right, so that is 14 piercing damage, and can it make a con save, please?
Cool. He might be able to with a 16.
Yeah, that's fine. So he's going to take half of this. 3, 6. Half of 25, so either 12 or 13.
Cool, 13.
We round up 13. His bones still snap like breadsticks under the attack, though.
You see as they begin to bite in and inject this venom or this poison into him, and he's not looking good now. He's barely like hanging on, but he still finds some anger within himself to bring himself back up. That was the spiders.
That was the spider's turn. Now it's me. Right, so the mage who was looking at me ain't looking too happy.
He's dead. I've murdered that man.
Yeah, like I said, he's not looking too happy.
Right. I don't know.
Poke my head up, assess the situation, and I will. What's the best play here? This sounds dumb as fuck. I'm
I would
gonna
say much ado about nothing.
run over and attack the Mind Flayer myself. As I'm running
Holy.
over, I'm gonna bonus action Shillelagh, and then bomb and stuffies on the head. So I should have advantage on this if I'm right
Do
because of the
indeed.
thing.
Shillelagh.
It's pretty good. Dirty 20,
Yep, that hits.
Filthy.
filthy 20. So that is 1d8. That is a solid 8 magical bludgeoning damage to the Mind Flayer.
You run up and just slam into his side. You see he kind of like shifts, kind of looks over at you. You get the feeling of displeasure in your head as you see as he's just got your friend wrapped up in the tentacles of his mouth.
That's me.
I'll just say to him, "Oh, I would love to see you try and get inside my head."
Up next is Gar. Do you want to make a dex save, please?
Does?
Nope.
Damn, I'm so sorry, man.
It's alright.
Up next is the Berserker, who is going to turn and attack you. Scythus. Going to use Reckless for both the attacks.
AC 16.
First one's a hit with a 22. Second one's a miss with a 1
Good.
and a 7. So that's going to be 9 points of slashing damage as he just rings in with this great axe. And could you make a Constitution save?
Certainly can. So let me just write down hit points. Con save, yeah?
Yes, please. DC 10.
Rip, we lost the spiders, boys. That's a 9.
So use the
No.
spiders to rip. Bamf out.
He's going to pay for that.
Up next are the bandits around Clubber, who have no longer have advantage, but are going to try and finish him off.
So Clever break?
Yeah,
Ah, sick.
he did. So that's going to be
Down the room for that bit.
3 hits on Clubber out of the 4.
Whoa. Have you killed Clubber?
I think so.
You see as the 3 of them are around him and just begin stabbing and stabbing into him. You see as they pull out and this blood begins to just pour out of Clubber. You see as he goes down to one knee, kind of gets back up, picks up his club, and although he's on his last legs, 2 hit points, he is going to take his turn against the bandits.
Oh my god, Clubber!
Elliot, do you want to play Clubber for the time being?
Nah, I'm good.
You sure?
It's fine.
Cool.
That's just going to complicate things.
He is... Yes, his 2 attacks. First one is a hit with a dirty 20. Second one is a miss, unfortunately. Bandits aren't on a lot of health. You see as he just turns, slams down on one bandit as he just crumples under the great club. He turns and swings for another that just narrowly ducks underneath this wide arcing swing.
Someone get a heal over to that boy.
Up next is the captain, who is... You see as she pulls out a gun of her own and is going to fire up at you for her. Although she is at dis. With dis, that's still alright with a 15, which is just going to hit.
Just passes, yeah.
So that's going to be just the 1d10 actually. 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Has the Mind Flayer gone this round?
Yes, he attacked Mostella.
I will uncanny dodge it then,
Cool.
making it 3 damage.
Yep. So yeah, you
Cool.
dodge out of the way as this bullet just skims past you. Up next, Nem.
Is it really? Okay. Just give me a briefing again. I need to remember who is actually still here. So we've got the Mind Flayer.
You're up on top of the mast. As you look down, you can see Clubber surrounded by 3 guys. Clubber is not looking great. Just to the side of him is River, who's still stunned, swaying from side to side. About 20 feet away from them, near where the captain's quarters is, you see Garv and Passion together and both stunned, swaying side by side. Next to a Mind Flayer that's grappling Mostella by the head. Cyathus, whose wolf spiders have just all disappeared, and a Berserker. And then right at the back of the ship, you can see the captain there, who's just taken a shot at Fuaro, but didn't get a lot of damage through. And you're kind of 70 foot up, holding onto this mast.
I think I'm going to go for the Mind Flayer, to be honest. So can I cast Eldritch Blast normally whilst I'm still hanging from this thing?
Yeah, I'd say you've got a hand free, so you could certainly just blast them off.
Can I do both of my attacks though?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, cool. So I'm going to go for 2 Eldritch Blasts on the Mind Flayer, which is going to be... It's going to be a dirty 20 and a 12.
12 misses, dirty 20 does hit.
Cool, amazing. And then that's going to be... Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, that's 10. It's going to be a 6 on the Mind Flayer.
Cool. 6 damage. 6 points of damage to the Mind Flayer.
And then would I be able to drop from the pole and turn into a raven?
It'd be
Possibly?
like action to. I think it's your action to turn into a raven, bonus action to turn out. I think because you.
Is it?
We did it as an action last session out of combat. I think.
Did we? I always thought it was a bonus action.
We'll do it
hang on a sec.
as a bonus for now, and yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, as long as you're sure.
Yeah, that's cool. So
Cool.
you
Okay.
turn into a raven and begin to fly down.
Yep.
Cool. Up next.
And that's it, really.
Other crew. Nowhere is going to. Professor Passion fails his save again.
Of course he does.
Nowhere's going to run over next to Garvin. He's going to take a couple of pops at the Berserker. He hits with 1, at least, and does 5 damage. I mean, he technically had advantage actually because he got 2 hits with that. Hey, remember the advantage, and did 10 on that second one. Hey. You see he kind of like runs up next to Garv, kind of like does these 2 pops to this Berserker, like face and body, and then Bonebreaker is going to go over and try and take out one of the bandits with her 1 attack.
Oh, good on.
Natural 20.
Nice.
You see this new stone Goliath runs up and just kind of like punches this one guy in the side of the head, and he just slams down, pooling in blood on the floor. Poirot, you're up.
Sicko. I'm going to use. How high up am I at this point off the deck of the ship?
If you're just hanging from the thing, it'd be about like 60 feet.
Okay. How far am I from the Mind Flayer if I were to go in the straight line?
Straight line. Say like 65 probably. It's not that far.
Perfect. That's what I got.
You climb up the back mast.
Sick. So I will fly down towards the Mind Flayer en route. I'll take a shot at him.
Yep.
Oh, that's an 18 plus everything.
That'll hit.
6, so that's my sneak attack. Wow, that was really bad. Oh well. 10, 12, 17 damage.
Nice.
And then I will fly down, land, and sort of skid the 15 movement on foot I have towards him and just stab up into him.
Nice, go for it.
He's not been used. Not
Stab him up.
bad. That is a 21.
So one that hits.
Sick. So first off, he oh fuck. Oh, max damage though. He takes 11 damage. Oh, sorry, 12 damage.
Nice.
Still standing?
He is.
Then I would like him to make me a wisdom save. DC 14.
I guess advantage. It's magical. He passes.
That's a shame.
A 24.
Yep, no, my new sword's enchantment does not go off.
You see, he kind of like looks over at you, kind of out the corner of his eye, and with the tentacle still wrapped around Mostella. Actually, for your crucible, I'm going to see if Grakil can do something. It's not bad. You feel as your mind kind of comes back to you that you see as Grakil kind of like swings out on a rope. Is going to use his action to cast Lesser Restoration on you, Garv, and is going to use his bonus action to cast Who Needs Healing out of you guys.
I'm
Clubber.
fine.
Clubber.
Clubber, yes,
Yeah,
Clubber.
Clubber.
Sure, he'll cast he'll cast Healing Word at first level and give him a nice little 6 hit points. It's almost max. It's better than
Oh,
nothing.
good.
Sweet. Good guy.
You see as he kind of swings out, he's like, "Hey, Captain, we're here!" And reaches out, kind of like healing Clubber. Garv, you feel as your mind kind of comes back. You're no longer enraged as you were stunned, but you... Actually, you took damage, didn't
I
you?
took damage
You
every
took damage
turn.
from Berserker. Yeah, you did. So it's actually still up.
You're really
Back
angry.
to top is
Somewhat furious.
River, who still fails her save, unfortunately. That's the second time in a row she's been 2 away. Mostella, you're up. You're currently grappled in the maw of this mind flayer. You feel as the tentacles are going around and trying to pry their way up into your nose and your mouth.
Ugh. Gross.
Tear ducts as well, I imagine.
So grim. Well, I'm going to first of all hit him with the 2 meteors.
So dex saves. Does that also affect people within 5 feet, or is it just the target?
Let's have a look. Yeah, 5-foot radius.
Cool. So that would get the Mind Flayer, the Berserker, you, Garv, and Scythus.
And me. I'm there now.
And Poirot.
Is that worth it?
Yeah.
Mind Flayer, the Berserker, and us 3.
Oh,
4.
and Passion.
What are you counting? What are you casting?
My
Meteor.
meteors. I'll just send them off onto someone else. I'll send them off onto the 2 guys who are fighting Clubber.
Cool. They will...
If I can get it in a way that
Can
doesn't fuck up Clubber.
Can indeed. We'll say that's a 1 and a 2.
Sweet.
I think they fail.
They're both on 1 health.
Oh, that they die.
Kind of ping off and slam into the both of them as they go down. You begin to hear hurried voices from down below as it seems like their daytime crew who were resting appear to be waking up, but they don't seem to be anywhere near
Cripes.
ready. And their forces seem to be quite decimated. You see the captain kind of looking a bit worried towards the back of the ship.
Back with my bonus action. And I'm going to shout at Clubber to sort of say, Clubber, could you help with the squid man? He will be very delicious if you have him. And then,
That's entirely changed what I was going to do next turn.
and I'm going to try to just swing my sword back at him if I could.
Cool. Let's see, are you restrained as well? You are not restrained, so the attack's not like this.
That's good. That's fucking piss. 10.
Turn that. And you go to swing it around, but you just kind of like grabs your arm and holds it in place as the tentacles just further envelop your head.
Understandable. Have a good day.
Up next is the Mind Flayer. We're going to see if his Mind Blast comes back. It does not. As a free action, he's going to drop you, Mostella.
Off the boat.
No, just stood to the floor at his feet.
Sweet.
And fucking curb stomp you.
He's going to bonus action.
That's how Stella dies. Just fucking curb stomped on the side of a boat.
He's going to bonus action. Misty Step 30 feet in behind you guys. You see as he raises his hand and casts Cone of Cold.
Counter
Oh,
Cool. Go ahead and
What level are you counterspelling at?
well, I know I have Cone of Cold. Oh no, I don't.
you don't have high enough spell slots for Cone of Cold.
I'll just. I mean, counter spells third level. I'll just do it at third. So
Roll and add your charisma modifier.
I will do that for you, Dan. Just because you asked so nice.
And because it's the game. That's a rip.
6.
You extend your hand just too late as you see as the rain begins to flash freeze. As he is going to get the Berserker and actually the Captain in this as well. But I need Mustela, Garv, and Fuaro and Scythus to all make Constitution saving throws.
Well, my squid man don't give a fuck.
So Berserker fails.
Oh, there it is.
The
Yeah, that's the one I needed it on.
Captain passes.
My +7.
And Passion fails. So, that's a pass. So,
I got a 16.
16, that's a pass just.
18.
Pass. Scythus,
15.
that's what you needed. So, you all are going to take half damage. Are any of you resistant to cold?
I am acclimated to elevations and cold environments.
I can't be set on fire. Does that help?
It doesn't, unfortunately.
I'm really small.
I have
French.
resistance to cold damage.
I just don't want to take it. I'll be honest. I don't want to do this.
So,
You got
that,
evasion, man.
I'm going to use it. Wait for it.
Wait for it.
Evasion I couldn't use on this.
Not that, uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
you see as both the Berserker and the Captain kind of like take a bit of the blow, and neither of them are looking good as it begins to kind of freeze along them. You four who passed take 19 points of cold damage, and you see as Passion is frozen in place.
Oh no.
Oh!
That's another hammer down.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge that and make it 10 damage.
Cool.
Get the.
I'm resistant, so it's 10, but that's fine.
That's uncalled for.
That is the Mind Flayer's go. Up next is Scythus.
Right. Well, I was going to turn into an octopus and have a squid off, but Mustela just told Clubber to kill the squid thing. And
I said
don't
squid
want-
man. I did say
Yeah,
squid
I-
man.
I do not trust Clubber to know the difference.
No.
So
I feel like if you
instead-
showed up after I said that as a squid, it would be okay.
yeah,
No, he thinks you're smart. He'll think you just like saw the future. You're a wizard.
I still don't trust him. So instead, what I'm going to do is let out a primal roar and turn into a polar bear.
Nice.
Ooh, sexy.
As the cold kind of goes across you, you see as you begin to transform and the fur begins to grow, doing less and less cold damage as you shake it off in your big bear form.
I fully Taylor Swift that shit, and I'm going to take 2 attacks against the Berserk because it's right there up in my grill, and I don't really want to take opportunity attacks. No, yes, I do. I do want to take opportunity attacks. What am I playing at? Yeah, I'm going to run towards the Mind Flayer,
Cool.
taking the opportunity attacks and take 2 attacks at the Mind Flayer. Because fuck that guy.
What's your AC as a bear, and is it less than 13?
Yes, 12.
So he's going to hit with a 8 points of damage. As he just swipes through you just as he's just taken this damage, just as you kind of leave his range. As you begin running towards the Flayer.
Very weird turn of events. You've just taken me down to exactly what health I had as a Triton.
Nice.
Right, do 2 melee. So the bear makes 2 attacks, one with its bite, one with its claws. So the bite is a 15 to hit.
That's his AC. So he is going to. Does he have? Yeah, I did give him shield. He's going to reaction throw up his regular shield as this arcane barrier deflects the first attack from the bear.
Excellent. And that's a crit 20 for the claws.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Right, so that is 2d6 plus 5, so that's 12 plus 3 plus 4, so that's 16, 21 slashing damage to
Nice.
fire.
You run up, you see as he just deflects this first bite with the arcane shield, as it kind of like shoots you up, you just come back down with your momentum, raking down and tearing the robes from him. You see the purplish skin underneath and the blue blood that seems to now drip from it as it is now really hurt and is seeming to be looking for a quick way out.
Yeah, I'm just going to scream in its face.
Nice. Up next, Garvin Sarius.
Speaking of screaming in its face, I'm going to run over to it too. The guy's already used his reaction, so he can't
He has
attack me on the
indeed.
way out. And I'm going to reckless attack this motherfucker. That's going to be a nat 20.
Oh.
Now they're coming in. Now the good rolls are coming in.
Here we go.
The fucking saves. And I'll try and inflict a wound on this boy, because fuck him. So that's going to be 12 damage. And... That's pretty good.
My God.
12 add 12, so that's 24, add 9 on top of that, so that's 33 points of damage. And can you give me a con save?
He fails his save with the big swing and the infernal wound in mind. How do you finish him?
Nice.
Yes!
Just after just swaying for the last 3 rounds, Garv just his eyes his pupils just dilate to in the enormous size. His head snaps round to where the mind flare was. He runs towards him and just as he's running, just throws his axe into him. It just severs him in twain as Garv reaches him.
Goes right over Mostella's head.
And then he calls it back to his hand with the Ring of Return.
As you turn and begin running towards this mind flare, things seem to slow down almost. You feel as your heartbeat picks up, and you see as another bolt of lightning crashes in just behind the mind flayer, and you swear for a brief second you see a figure in the lightning pointing towards the mind flayer. As you launch your axe across, that just goes straight through. You see his 2 parts of the body just to one side, leaving this burning, sizzling, infernal wound. You see the captain, as she goes next, kind of raises her hand, kind of covered in coal, and goes, "That's it, stand down, stand down." You see she kind of looks down towards the where the entrance is to the lower deck and goes, "Men, stand down, stand down." You see she kind of raises there. Up next is...
I've still got an attack left.
You have still got an attack left. The only person left on deck is either the Berserker or the Captain.
Kill the captain.
Berserker.
No.
Nah, Berserker won't tell tales, the captain will.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Yeah, Garth doesn't deal well with
axe at
embarrassment,
the,
let's be honest.
the
So.
Berserker.
Go ahead and make a attack...
Yeah, how do we want to do this?
Yeah, I'll say the ring doesn't mean that it's dis, but it doesn't necessarily give the weapon the thrown
That's fine.
property.
Yeah.
But yeah, just go ahead and make a straight attack roll. I'll say it won't do full damage because it's not technically a thrown weapon, but that is something you could add
That's
to
fine.
It.
It's not a brilliant roll, but
He reckless on his go.
He reckless on his go. That's good to know.
It's one
One
better.
So that's going to be a 17 to hit.
That hits. If you want to do damage, I'll say it takes half while thrown.
Cool.
See how this goes. Make changes as we go. But it's all for fun, innit, people?
That is going to be a 7 and 9. So that's going to be
16.
yeah.
Half to 8.
Well, he had 7 health left.
Cool.
Yay!
I won't bother inflicting a wound then.
As you just throw the axe and you see as it kind of, even with the lesser damage from you kind of throwing just this huge piece of obsidian, slams into him as his body just kind of falls down. You see as the captain kind of
Okay, I'm done now. I'm done.
you see his clubber kind of sits back down. The turn would come around to Nem and Fuaro if you would like to do anything, as you would still technically be in combat to see out the round.
I sheathe my weapons stand down, men. And others, women, and those who do not conform.
You see as she kind of she's not doing a lot of damage herself, the captain, but you see as that cold blast definitely did a number on her. You see as she kind of takes her pistol, kind of puts it into the side, wipes off the damp, the rain still hammering down. You see as crew members kind of waking up seem to come up on deck, kind of seeing what's happening, weapons to their side, and you see as the captain kind of goes down, just kind of ushers them to play it calm for a moment.
Cool. I bring I go over to Garth. You doing alright?
Oh, did you see Fulmar?
I did. No, what?
They were there for a moment.
Oh my god, we'll deal with that later.
Would I have seen?
I grab you by the shoulders. They were there.
I believe you.
Would I have seen 4 more? No, it's just Garvey saw it.
Let's deal with this.
What? Deal with what? Oh
You see
yeah.
his Ripper is still just...
Someone get River.
Oh, bless her.
Me and you, let's go have a chat. This is kind of your plan, so you are welcome to take the lead if you like.
No, but
Can I turn back into a raven as well?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, back into Nem, sorry.
Yep, so
you probably don't want me doing
Yeah, and can I approach the captain
Which one
and
of
just
us?
say, you,
Cool.
Poirot, and can I say, Capitan, I don't like the idea of this news getting out that we have killed a mind flayer from the academy and several of its apprentices. It doesn't look good for us.
Do you not think?
No,
That's a
I don't want
hearty
to piss
beast
off
we've
the
taken
mind
down.
flayer. I don't want to piss off the mind flayer at all.
captain that we don't want to necessarily make, but also like we are pirates, you know. It's your call.
All right, taking on
All
board.
I'm saying is I don't think we should leave anyone alive if you know it.
That I'm less okay with. They've surrendered. I'm happy to perhaps not mention who we are and let rumours do the rest of the work, but not let them prove that it's us.
With respect, Captain, if they're gonna go and run their mouths off, we're kind of funny looking. I think we're gonna be kind of distinguishable.
I mean,
I am cool
there's
with
at least two avian captains on this sea.
I am very cool with
And what about the one with the
these,
Goliath as well? And the halfling? And the Triton? I don't know, Captain. It doesn't seem like good news to me.
All right, we've got to know each other a bit over these few months. Look me in the eye. Are you saying this for a personal reason?
I am, Captain.
You are. Okay. Then I will let you do what you need to do.
No quarter!
Do you just call that out?
No quarter.
No quarter.
Are we killing them all? Are we just is that what no quarter means? I don't know.
That is what no
That is what
quarter
quarter
means.
It is.
means.
And
It's
that comes from a Blackbird story, which I might tell later.
It's about a round or so has passed. You turn around and see as the captain has just finished like plugging what seems to be a potion and smashes it onto the ground. You see as she was kind of ready to talk, and then as Garth kind of calls out, "No quarter!" You see as she looks panicked and kind of pulls the gun up again, and we go back to combat.
Okay.
Shit.
Up first, River passes her fucking int save. Finally, she sees River just looks around and is like,
No quarter. Okay.
up next is Mustela.
That's me, innit? I've got one meteor left, my friend.
If we can lock
Wow.
the rest of the crew down there before they get up here.
They're already up here.
They've all started.
They're already up here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not all of them, but like I'd say about like 5 or 6 of them have managed to come up at this point.
Meteor 6 is going straight for the captain lady.
Cool.
Just because.
Dex save. Dex save on her is a 16.
That just about beats me. So she's going to take half. Bloody hell. Oh, it's 2d6, isn't it? 6 damage down to 3.
We can still get the story of this out. If we take this ship to the next ships, they'll know that we took this ship.
We took a ship out.
Yeah, and then they'll know we took this one out and the other two.
Denison and Mind Flayers were on it.
Yeah.
Sweet, nice, love it. We get the best of both there. And then second thing, how far away is captain from me?
She'd be about like 10 feet. She was getting ready for peace talks or surrender talks.
Okay.
Thank God she didn't say parlay.
Yeah, thank God.
Ballet!
Oh, it's too
Not
late.
too late for that.
After the
I hate
after
to
the
see
meteor hits her, I'm also going to spend a sorcery point with that, and she's going to be confused.
Cool. Brilliant.
So she.
Start of her turn rolls a d10 to see what she does. What do you want to do with your action?
That's correct. With my action, I'm actually just going to prepare for when the under the deck lock come up.
They're already starting to.
They're already starting.
There's
to.
more coming up, but you see 5 or 6 has come up onto the deck.
Okay. Oh, there's 5 or 6 of them on the deck already.
Yeah.
Thunderwave on them.
Cool.
Straight up thunderwave on them.
Oh, you better believe I'm going to do it second as well.
That's 2 passes and 3 fails.
Sweet.
It's 5 out of the 5 or 6 that were there.
I have no idea.
Yeah, same. Dan? Okay.
That's 2 8s in there. 18 total.
18. Cool. Have to 9. So you see as 2 of them are still up, but you see as 3 of them just blast overboard and begin to plop into the water.
Dr. Manhattan.
At this point, given what health she's on and what health the crew are on, for the sake of expediency, and the fact that all these guys are pretty much below you guys in the initiative, we'll say that you managed to clean up the rest of the ship.
Good. Thank you for not making us do it.
Yeah, I was wondering if they'd be able to get an attack off beforehand, but to do something. But yeah, you kind of gather yourself, look around, and as the thunder and lightning begins to subside a little, but you can hear it kind of roiling off in the distance, a impression kind of left on Garv a little bit, and you guys getting your first taste of Magnus magic as you cast your eyes over to the frozen corpse of Passion. We'll end
As
Oh,
sad as I am
he's
about
dead?
it,
Oh, no.
I would want to rush over to the body of the captain before anyone else does to see if there's any notes in their pockets.
I thought you were going to say run over to Passion and try and heal them, but...
Yeah, so you,
Yeah, me too.
you begin kind of like filtering through the pockets. There doesn't seem to be notes. There's like small change. You find a bag of 42 gold, a kind of okay pistol, a rather nice looking like a cutlass, but it doesn't seem to be magical in any way. And you find like a couple of bottles of booze that have been fastened to the side as well, and a place where a potion was once fastened.
Nice.
Anything on the mind flare?
Yep, you go through, you find a short spell book. It seems to be like almost like a travel spell book. And yeah, it seems to have like the spells that you saw him casting and a few others as well.
Can you just explain the concept of a travel spellbook to me?
Yeah, so that he doesn't have to actually use his real spell book when he goes places. So when he's travelling and if he loses a spell book, he's still got his real one at the college.
Oh, so it's like a spellbook that he travels with.
Exactly.
I really don't want to bring this into Pirates.
What kind of... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. I was going to say, out of the... So there's like 3 people from Magnus at the moment. There's the Mind Flayer and then there's the 2 like apprentices.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know how best to do this. Can I go over to one of the apprentices, whichever looks younger, I guess?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And can I use my my Book of Shadows
Can indeed.
to ask him a question?
Something I noticed as well, it needs to be within a minute of them dying, but you're well within that minute. So yeah, you kind of go
I am,
over to the
okay,
one
that's
was,
cool.
like on the ground, place it over. What are you asking?
Kairan Mira, do you know him?
She...
It's me, bitch. Of course I know him. Well, of course I know him. He's me.
You kind of have this feeling of trepidation come over you as you feel the rain hitting your back and the surface of the book. You remove it, see the severed hand where his forearm once was, and as you open the book you see across it written in blood, "Yes, we studied together occasionally."
Okay.
Scary. Can we find out what other loot we get before we wrap it?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, could I ask Grakilm if there's anything he can do about the frozen body of Passion? Because no one else seems interested in that.
I kind of was wondering... he's dead,
Unless
isn't
you've got resurrection magic, but I don't think he's gonna. Dagby's not found out. Yeah, I don't know how he's gonna take this.
I'll bring the frozen statue of Passion to Dagby.
It has not gone well for those.
Just on his shoulder.
Yeah.
You see as like he just looks and you see as he just drops to his knees and just his head sinks and he just begins openly weeping and crying.
He said, "Alright, big mate, you can't lose any more of them now."
Oh no!
As you begin to go through the ship over the next couple of tens of minutes, next hour or so, just pulling everything out of the ship that you can. You see that they seem to be travelling quite light for speed. There's not lots of stocks of food, the bare minimum to get by. There's a handful of cannonballs and kind of just regular gear. You don't find any lofty amounts of money, but manage to pull about, I'd say, 170 gold just from crew change as well as the money on the mage and the mind flayer. However, you see that in the room where the mind flayer came from, it's not actually a captain's quarters, but in fact quite a sturdy room that's designed to try to repel the shaking and waving and bowing of a ship.
Ooh.
As you see racks and racks of potions all in these little cases ready to be yours for the taking. So
It's like that room from Shrek 2.
I can tell you what you've got. I don't know if someone wants to write this down. I do have another encounter on the back of this that I'm going to use next time.
Take a picture and send it.
That works. What you get is 20 common healing potions, 10 greater healing potions, 2 supreme healing potions, 5
Dan, slow down.
Oh,
We're going to send a picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. 5 invisibility potions, 5 animal friendship potions, 10 cure disease and poison potions, 20 water breathing potions, 5 filters of love, 10 climbing potions, 10 clairvoyance potions, and 1 potion that none of you have actually seen before. It seems to be kept in its own little kind of case and has this kind of black ichor kind of inside of it. Not to the same consistency as the demon ichor that you kind of took, like one that's kind of nice and fluid. And you see as every now and again, like this leech-like creature will just kind of like swim around inside the vial.
Grim. I mean, a lot of this we're not going to sell.
It's pretty rock and roll.
Fantastic to have.
What'd you say, Callum?
What does my dwarven spyglass tell me about it?
It tells you that this is a demon leech potion. Upon drinking it, the liquid is more to help the leech go down better, and it attaches to a portion inside your body that for a short time allows you to siphon some of the health from the attacks that you do.
Wow, that's fucking cool.
Shit.
Shit.
Damn.
Sounds like we could sell that for a lot of money.
So
Gobble that up, I do.
So obviously you can take potions from that stock, but obviously it will lessen the amount that you eventually get for them when you manage to sell them off.
Just take like greater and supreme.
I was going to say, what? Like, I know we won't make a profit off them, but we are going to hit 2 more ships, and our own ship hasn't taken a hit yet. We could just keep all these.
True, their ship didn't
Yes.
hit either.
There's no need to keep
For the,
all of
for the time being, at least, yeah.
Which out of these 2 ships is better? Because they're both in pretty good
Ours is
position right
bigger.
now. Is it?
Theirs is. I mean, it depends on what you define as better. Because yours is bigger,
we just got the
slower,
upgrades.
has more health. Their ship is a lot bigger.
And their one is more noticeable as a ship that's just been plundered, I'd say.
Probably, yeah.
They also have a room designed for storing potions, which is always fun.
True.
Oh, any like insignias, like on the flag or anything?
On the flag, it seems to be like this kind of like crushing wave that seems to go up and around. There seems to be like no Magnus insignia on the ship itself. The only signs of Magnus on board seem to be the 3 mages, or the 2 mages of the Mind Flayer.
We should keep those robes, by the way.
Yes.
I'll take the Magnus robes and put them in my bag of holding.
Cool.
When I have quiet time in the next few days, I'll embroider the symbol of their ship on my hat, along with a crab of the last ship we took down.
Sounds good.
Oof, you dirty
as
bastard.
you guys take in the stock of potions, begin to mourn the death of the 3rd Hammer of the Deep.
Yeah.
We'll wrap it there. Almost losing Clover as well. That was close. Thank you very much for joining us for that session. Yeah, happy to have you, and we'll be back sometime soon. If you want to find out when and where we're going to be, we're going to be streaming, go down below, join our Discord. We've got a lovely community. Follow our Twitter, and you'll be able to see when the stream schedule goes up in the Discord, and hop in and have some more fun with us.
Follow Dungeoneers pack. as well.
And also, happy birthday to Callum for tomorrow.
Happy birthday to tomorrow.
Hooray!
Happy Callum for the birthday tomorrow!
But other than that, thank you very much for watching. We've been Nifty. You've been you. Stay beautiful. We love you.
Peace. Stay
Appreciate
safe out
ya.
there, y'all.
Sayonara.
Stay nifty. I just...